Hello, welcome back. I said you were going to do it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hello,
Sorry.
welcome back to another day of two dudes drinking beer.
So close.
Episode, close enough.
Another episode of two dudes drinking beer. I am Wonderlust, aka Nani.
I'm Josh.
I'm Alec.
Nani,
Yeah,
how you doing today?
I'm good.
Perfect. This is always. I always forget to do the bean nows with guests because it kind of throws the flow of the show off because we never really have guests.
You
It's very
never
rare.
get those B-Nows right anyway.
I usually do.
200 episodes almost in the drain, and you're like, nailed 15 of them.
This is 147, sir. We have two fun facts today. The first one is the 2DDBFFOTD, the fun fact of the day, the bean out of the butthole.
The butthole.
Is that a hummingbird visits an average of 1,000 flowers a day for nectar.
Whore.
The second 2DDBFFOTD, the fun fact of the day, is bean out of the butthole. Are you going to do it again?
The butthole.
Is that moths cannot fly during an earthquake.
Huh?
I don't see how that makes any sense. But
What?
moths, the bugs,
No, I know.
can't fly
They've-
during an earthquake.
So, but
Is it because they fly so fast? So, like, if
there's like an earthquake in Japan, can they fly in California?
I don't know. But
No, that's not what you're saying. You're saying they can't fly
trust-
during an earthquake.
I trust this website.
I don't. We fact checked a few of these and we're like, nah, we're just kidding. A few of them were like, nah, it's definitely exaggerated.
I don't think beagreatteacher.com would lie to me.
teachers lie.
Teachers, like 90% of their job is lying.
Not mine. Today we're drinking a Jack Daniels cocktail thing.
And why are we drinking this, Nani?
Because I don't drink beer.
Why not?
Because beer is so gross to me.
What is gross about beer to you?
It's just
Oh,
really
put it on
bitter
compressor.
and weedy and
That's
I
right.
like, I like
These are twist
sweet.
offs. Perfect.
Sweet.
I like sweet.
I like that it looks like the soda.
I like how the bottle's flat right here.
I like how the bottle feels like a barrel over here. I like Jack Daniels. It's not gonna go well.
This one's frozen.
Well, we did leave it in the freezer.
Got it.
Yeah, mine's a slushy.
Today, mine's a slushy too now. That's just a testament to how much sugar's in these motherfucking things.
Hell yeah. It's like a Baja Blast.
Hey. Oh, Ghost Hand's back.
Ghost Hand!
It's been a while.
How are you,
Good,
man?
How's Brazil?
I heard Brazil's taking a fucking lashing, man. It's good to hear from you.
75% of what we learn in primary school history class is genuine lies. While high school history is super biased, depending on the material.
Dude, Ghost Hand
Yeah.
keeping it real 100% of the time. Love it.
Always.
Well, cheers. We haven't had a guest on the show in a while. Bink. That was an ambitious sip.
It tastes like watermelon. That's good. That's like
The Jolly Ranchers.
the best artificial watermelon flavor.
It is. These are super good. Way better than the ones in the can. The ones in
I
the
like
can were like really gross.
Yeah, those were gross. This is a bit different though.
This is good. This is like soda. It's more like what are those? The Smirnoff Ices, but like watermelon.
It's not very gassy though.
No, it's smooth. Well, it's like liquor, right? So it's not like,
I don't think it's.
you mean like soda, like carbonated or like gassy?
Yeah.
Cool.
It says flavored beer.
Does it really?
Settling may occur, brewed and bottled by Jack Daniels Beverage, Louisville, Kentucky.
There you go. I like beer.
It does say beer. Flavored beer. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Cool. I mean, that's good. My first sip wasn't really anything because it was all frozen.
It was super slushy. I'm gonna destroy these.
These aren't too bad, right?
These are so good.
Alrighty.
They're candy, dude.
Yeah. It's a good thing we got the second one.
Yeah, no kidding. We're gonna be sloshed.
How's life, Nani?
It is going. Since the morning I woke up and quit Target on the same day, it's been better than then.
Which is, for those of you who were wondering how we know this person, we used to work together at Target. She no longer works there. But that's how we met. Mm-hmm. And it was the best decision you've ever made?
Quitting Target,
Yeah.
honestly. Don't want to get into specifics, but
Okay.
I mean, they don't watch the show. I mean, Andrew knows about it, but if you want to like,
Also, legally, your employer can't retaliate.
if you want to like talk a little shit about him, or Wheezy, you can.
You know,
yeah, they were just, I don't know, they were just really, 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 really mean.
were they like super controlling or micromanaging?
And they'd like breathe over my shoulder every time. And then I'd get the one to be bullied, even though we had more employees.
Yeah, you're like, dude, it's home home decor. Leave me alone. I got this.
So I woke up one day and I was like, I don't want to work there anymore. I quit. It's been good.
Did you throw like a scene? I feel like you're like one of those kind of people who you're like, hey, I'm gone, and then just leave.
No, I just woke up and I quit on my phone.
You quit on your phone?
I quit online.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had no idea. I would have never guessed any job ever would have made that an option.
I don't regret it.
What are you doing now?
I work at CarMax now.
Fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Why?
What do you mean, why?
Like, why? Like, CarMax, you're like, I love selling.
I think what he's
used
asking
vehicles.
is, out of all places, why did you pick CarMax?
Or did you just be like, oh, they're hiring. Let's go.
One of my friends told me they were hiring, and he actually worked at Target before too. And he remembered me, and I saw him recently, and he was like, "Hey, CarMax is hiring. Apply." I was like, "Okay." I applied and I got the job, and I'm making a lot more than I would do at Target. I don't know. Life's good.
What do you do at CarMax? You sell cars?
No, I actually work in the back, like getting cars ready once they're already sold, and like receiving and shipping them out.
She takes the pictures of the cars.
That too.
Oh,
That's
really?
Cool. Yeah, I get
That's
to
dope.
website.
It's actually really fucking cool. So all those pictures you see of like if
The
you're
cars.
looking at the car, like all the different like the shots, the interior, like all those fucking like product pictures.
Yeah. Okay. Do they like give you a camera or is it a nice camera?
I got to learn a lot, and I'm really grateful for them. Even though since I work there, I don't really see a lot of people anymore other than my coworkers, but it's helped me a lot mentally.
No, that's good. That's important.
For sure. One thing I've always felt was like with my job, people always criticize me. They'll look at me and be like, "Why aren't you doing anything?" And like what Josh saw was like I set up, I plugged in the mics, and then we're good to go. That's all I have to do. Then the band or whatever they perform, they do their thing. A lot of my job is just like small stuff. But a lot of it is actually just knowing when to and when not to do something. And we got a lot of new employees who are coming from like food service backgrounds. And they're like, what should I do? Where should I go? And we're like, well, just stay here. Just sit here for like an hour, maybe 2 hours before anything happens. And they're like, what? And it's like, yeah, the first 2 hours are free. First 2 hours, no one does anything. And we get to eat, and that's it. And a lot of people have a hard time adjusting to that because they're so used to people
Here for the Nani.
here for the Nani.
Hey.
Haze.
Hi, Trisha.
Trisha. A lot of people have a hard time adjusting with that because they're so used to having that manager breathe down their neck or like micromanage them or say do this or do that. So when people get into an open environment, when they're, excuse me, taking pictures or they have a little bit more freedom and responsibility over like how their day-to-day business goes, they start to like almost like retract themselves and be like, I want someone to tell me what to do because I'm not used to this, freedom. So have you had any adjustment like that going into this job?
Yeah. Besides my first 2 training weeks, I've been by myself. And they only check in to see how many cars I've done and if I need any help. If not, I'm by myself most of the time or with another coworker, which is good because I didn't like our managers yelling down our necks or calling us down or hunting for us.
Did you really get yelled at
I did a lot.
for like minor stuff, or were you like,
Why haven't you done this?
which
Yeah.
is like, that always blows my mind, right? Because like most corporations, like they should be more professional, but realistically, they just hire people who aren't very professional or don't know how to handle themselves delicately, or really, there is no training on like how to handle employees. They're just like, you got this degree, you're in charge now.
It's something you learn over time.
Yeah, but it's like, it's crazy how that position just seems to get given out, and at least in my experience, and people always like, this is how you be a boss, and it's like, I've had a lot of really shitty bosses. I've had a few really good bosses, and the good bosses are the ones who know that you could do your job without interfering them. And like, the one thing I've always kind of lived by is like, if I could get the job done by the due date or by whenever you need it, don't bother me. Like, don't talk to me. I'll get it done. If I'm late, yell at me. But I promise you, it's not going to be late. Just because, like, that's just how the job works. Like, I'm not going to, like, work at it a little bit at a time. I'm going to do it when it needs to be done, and it'll get to you before it needs to happen.
It's not necessarily industry specific. It's really anywhere that's a service job.
Well, I'm speaking on behalf of myself and just audio, so I guess entertainment. But like, there's been managers who've come and gone who are like just not privy to like how the business works in a nightclub, and like
it's a thing that plagues all industry.
Yeah, I mean, and the truth is, it's just a learning curve, right? Everything has a learning curve to where even I had to learn how to be comfortable with doing nothing, because I came from that job basically like freelancing in like Panda Express. And like Panda Express, they're very much like breathing down your neck, do this now, do it quick, do it fast.
You have this much time.
You have this much time, and you have to do it because you're the only one there. And I came from that and going into a full-time audio gig to where they're just like, all right, set up, and I'll set up, and it takes 15 minutes tops. And then they're like, so you want to go get Starbucks? Or like, do you want to get some food? Like, we're just hanging out for like 2 hours. And then like, if anything goes catastrophic, I'll fix it. Obviously, like, the thing people don't see is like if the screen doesn't work or a monitor gets blown, like I get it fixed and replaced or whatever. But no one ever like is gonna wake up and notice it, because like my job is to take care of it, and I do take care of it before it ever becomes a problem. But it's one of those things that like, if I wasn't there for a day and something stopped working, they'd be like, "How do you fix this?" And I'm like, I can't train you or tell you over the phone. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, I'd have to be there to fix it. Like, there was a show this weekend. The guy had a guitar, and he gets on stage and he starts playing the guitar, and his guitar's not working. And he's like, "What the fuck, dude? We just said all this stuff." Like, and he's like complaining, like really like throwing a fit. And I go up on stage and I like wiggle a cable, and he's like, "What's wrong with it?" And I was like, "Did you turn it on?" And there's like an on switch on his guitar. He goes, "Kung." Oh, it's like. Like, imagine, and imagine trying to tell someone that, like, how simple a solution that is, who's never done it before, to be like, you have to think of all these possible things, like from these cables, adapters, networks, configurations, routings, like every possible configuration, and it's like always just like an on switch or an off switch that needs to be triggered. So,
yeah. Ghost Hand says that a lot of it comes from there are two different frames of management.
The way school teaches us.
Well, that's what we learned in our management class. So there's the old mindset where you got to stay busy at all times. And ideally, what he says, it will go out eventually. But, I mean, if you're a people person, then you can definitely do it. Or also, if you've had bad managers and you become one yourself, you can be what you wanted to have for yourself, for other people.
Tasty.
Yeah. To touch on the setup for 15 minutes, and then, all right, we're waiting for the next one.
Did that shit just blink?
Yeah.
It's because there's a light switch in my parents' bathroom that if they flip, it kind of like, it not short circuits, but it turns off that TV. I don't know why. It just does.
Cool.
I thought it winked at me. I was like, huh?
Like 90% of my job is waiting. Just doing loss prevention. I'm just fucking 90% of my job is waiting. And a couple guests this weekend have actually had the audacity where they've been at self-checkout and they needed help because they either scanned something wrong or just had a fucking question and they couldn't progress on the screen. and they're looking at me like over the monitor, and they're waving at me, and I look at them, and then I fuck off looking somewhere else, and I look back at them. They're still waving at me. It's like, I can't help you. That's not my that's
like,
not my job or responsibility to help you.
The way my mind works is like, oh, they just want me to come over so someone else can run out.
I mean, I would. That's
See, I'm all smart as shit. Like, if you walk up, my homie's running out with an Xbox. Like, for sure, that is happening. Got your ass.
I mean, that's very rudimentary, but
if we draw you from your post, bro,
it could work.
We win.
You wouldn't get an Xbox.
And then I pay like a few dollars for some socks. I'm like, I'm done. I got it. I'm the
A lot of people do that.
You there?
Yeah. They scan like a pair of socks and they get like a whole bunch of different shit.
Yep. That's why we like to have someone at self-checkout.
But nope.
Nope.
Understaffed.
Gotta have.
As always, right?
Gotta have someone at the doors at all times. There was fucking a dude yesterday who was, he's really big. They're called boosters. Big around LA County. His total case is 35,000. And he came into our store and we were like, all right, guys, there's fucking 4 of us here. You do this, you get here, you do this, and fucking coordinate teamwork. He didn't do anything. It was fucking the worst.
Oh, yeah.
My blood was pumping. I was sweating doing nothing because I was fucking ready to go. Blood pumping.
You're like, I just railed some cocaine.
Pretty much.
And I was on a Bang Energy and a Red Bull.
Nothing happened. It was like the ultimate blue ball.
I'm gonna fucking dust this off and get another one too. Actually, if you wanna.
Do I need to catch up?
No, you do not.
No.
You do not.
Drink at your own pace.
You do not have to keep up with us. I just am an alcoholic.
Yeah, we do this for not a living.
I need you to realize I woke up today, drove here, and started drinking. No food in my stomach.
Same.
I've done this for 147 episodes.
Yeah.
Twice a week for a little more than a year. So, this is just how my brain operates now.
What's the nicest car you've driven at CarMax?
I used to think Corvettes were like the thing because, you know, you'd see them.
Corvette.
Yeah. And I drove it and it doesn't drive that nice. It's very,
A lot of cars like that, like, I heard back in the day that the Audi SUVs drive like shit. And a couple Audis drive like shit too. So just because you pay for a lot of money for a car,
It's status.
doesn't mean it'll drive nice.
yeah.
And that's a
That's
lot
what
of
I
people don't
realized.
understand.
That's what I realized after driving a whole bunch of nice cars and then driving your standard like Toyota or...
A Honda Civic or Toyota is still like way more comfortable and just the reliability. Like I'd rather like just have the peace of mind of like, yeah, this is gonna keep going. Because like I've been cramped. If you've ever driven out of state, never do it in a Mercedes or BMW.
No.
It's not a comfortable car. It's not built for comfort. It's built to look good and go fast around people and tailgate.
I'd say unless you have cloth seats. If they're leather seats, that's not fun.
They're still nice cars though. No shame to the
yeah.
people that get them.
No, yeah, I'm not saying they're not nice cars. Like I would love to drive a BMW. They look fucking nice. But like there is a measure of practicality and functionality where it just does not meet in certain aspects. To where it's like it looks great pulling up to dinner or a business meeting in. It does not make sense to travel and visit your family and like pack a car full of suitcases because there's just no room.
To be fair, though, if you are driving like an $80,000 car, you're probably not driving across country.
Yeah, you're
or
flying.
at state lines to go see family. You're going to fly.
Sure.
But that's just the mindset that we would have as commoners.
Poor people.
Oh, Matt got a car for a prop?
No, the keg.
Oh shit.
That was
I
responding.
was responding because you guys were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
I need to look over here more often then.
No, you're good.
I'm just staring
I just
at you
wanted to
guys.
keep the chat going because chat's something I want to keep it interactive.
Yeah, interactive.
Traded
So-
a BMW for a Benz and drive your Civic to work.
Smart.
Aw.
Sometimes it'd be like that. Ain't no shame.
They're nice cars. They're nice cars.
Oh yeah, that's the goal
Una mas, please.
one day. Do you want a watermelon or the other one?
Well, I guess we'll do another one because if you want another watermelon, we're only 3 into the watermelon or 4 into the watermelon. I want to say one for you.
This isn't watermelon.
Oh, what you eating though?
The other one.
The other one.
Which is the other one?
Punch.
Down home punch.
So we'll see if that's
Down home bunch.
The Benz is so... Yeah. Cramped.
So clunky. So weird. I think Mercedes are nicer than BMWs. Personally.
Nah.
Some of them. They're changing a lot, though. Interior and exterior wise. The only thing that I've seen stays consistent is like the interior of the Lexus.
Oh, dude,
Lexuses are nice.
the interiors of the Lexuses... Lexuses? The interiors of Lexuses are really nice.
Or Lexus
Really
just might be
nice.
plural for Lexus. Maybe one of those.
Yeah.
One of those.
Lexus apostrophe.
This kind of tastes like soap. It's not bad though. I like it. It's
You
weird.
eat soap, motherfucker?
Sometimes
This man eats soap.
Oh, I don't
confirm.
like that.
It tastes good. I like it. It's like a weird soap.
It does smell like body wash. It's like definitely like a fucking hotel body
Smells
wash.
like a candle.
Can I sniff it?
Can I smell
It
it?
smells like a candle.
It does smell like soap. It smells like
It
a Bath and
does.
Body Works soap.
Yeah. Way to go, Jack Daniels. You could spill it in your car and just be accused of
Smelling nice.
smelling good.
Yeah, the depreciation is a big thing. As soon as you drive it off a lot, it's immediately lost all value. Well, not all value, but a good portion.
Half.
Same thing with boats.
Yeah.
Boats are bad investments like that. Don't buy a boat.
I don't know if I ever would, unless like I'd have to be exorbitantly rich to be like, you know what?
That's a big word. That's a big word for Omo.
Oh,
Exorbitantly?
What'd you call me?
It's a meme.
they're starting their racist shit already.
I said Elmo. How is that racist?
That's not what I thought you said.
Exorbitant of a price or amount charged. Unreasonably high. Okay. Sorry, I have tiny brain.
I'd have to be exorbitantly rich. I'd have to be stupid rich in order to be like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a boat.
Unless it's a houseboat, as Trish said.
Yeah, is that an investment? No, because look, you gotta
You can live on a
pay
boat.
for docking, and docking is expensive as fuck.
That's like paying rent.
Yeah, and it's expensive
So-
as fuck.
Rent's
so you
expensive.
would live in your boat just to rent the dock space
Yeah.
to have a boat.
Park in the fucking ocean somewhere.
What do you
just
mean park in the
drift.
ocean?
Then you
That's
can't.
scary.
Then you
What?
can't dock.
Yeah. Then you would.
You have to
not-
pay for docking.
Beach it. Fucking do get a dinghy,
Then
attach
you-
it to your boat, put the dinghy on shore, drop anchor on your big boat somewhere.
Don't you want to join the Navy?
If my plans don't go according,
Then just
yeah.
buy a boat and start now, motherfucker.
I want to start
Because
my own
apparently
Navy.
you got it all figured out.
I'll start my own Navy.
I started that off. I started that off as a joke, and now I can't stop.
What?
Going.
I think it's funny. It like adds like if you did nothing but that the entire show, we might have to bring you back just to do that next time. Like Josh and I can argue, and you'd be like, Every time someone's got a good point, you're like,
This is what Ghost Hound would buy if he had a lot of money.
fuck yeah, I could steal you one of those.
Huh? They're always at the beach.
on
They're always at the beach.
Wrong screen. There we go. That's what he would get.
Those are so easy to find. You got to come to California, man. I'll rob one with you.
Yeah, he pays around $600 to $800 a month to park his boat.
You can give me a.
So that's way better than rent.
How much?
$600 to $800.
It's not way better. 2,000 for a studio is a lot though.
That's way better than rent.
Okay, but how much is a boat?
that you could live in.
Find me the cheapest houseboat on Craigslist right now.
Buy house.
Boat.
Buy houseboat. Houseboats for sale. Boattrader.com.
Boat trader.
That one's just a floating air mattress. That one's like, here's a pillow.
I'm gonna
the
do
blanket
some
floats once you lay on it. You sink.
settings real quick. I gotta. Hold on.
That gets funnier every time. I don't know why. I want to get you doing that, and then every time someone subscribes, it'll be like,
Down.
Oh my god. The soapy Jack Daniels is okay.
That's good. I like it.
I call it the watermelon one.
Yeah, you don't have to call it. I saved it for you. I was being a nice guy.
These are $1 million.
There you go.
Oh, the floating air mattress?
Well, it's 995,000.
And think of all the money you save with paying just docking fees. Jesus, this thing practically pays for itself. Am I right?
This is 22 by 117.
It's fucking big.
That's fucking huge. This is a goddamn yacht.
Yeah.
That's $1 million boat right there.
No, don't find me $1 million boat. Find me
That
those
was literally
boats.
the first
You know
one.
those boats where people like
How did they get a picture of that one?
they rented a helicopter. You know those movies where the guy's like out of the military, he's like a retired spy or whatever, and he's living in a houseboat, like one of those boats. Find me the most stereotypical like that houseboat.
This one's 35,000. Shared ownership.
Could you imagine being like, I have a houseboat and roommates? What a fucking loser. That'd be terrible.
Why do they say shared
They're like
ownership?
RVs with no wheels. 30 grand.
30 grand for a 75 by 18 foot.
It's like a fucking trailer that floats.
75. That's
Trust
yeah,
me,
it
if
is.
you want to live in a houseboat, first go live in a fucking trailer park. I promise you it'll change your mind.
Thanks, Essie.
Ooh.
Ever? Damn.
See what you can get as a sailboat. It's gonna be like the fucking Life of Pi boat.
Find a sailboat. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could get like a canoe or like a what are these ones?
Kayak.
Kayak.
Oh, I was gonna say riffraff.
Nope. I love that you try. Like that's cool. I think it's just called a raft though.
Riffraff, no?
Is it? Is that like a thing? People call them riffraff?
Riffraff is a rapper.
No, but there's actually
you can't-
riffraff.
You can't convert them into a houseboat. Stay on topic, Josh.
You can try.
You can try, I guess.
There you go. There's one for 5K and one for 8.
No, we need to look at sailboats.
Shared ownership.
Because you could just get riffraff sailboats. And then I know some sailboats have that cover. You could. Those are expensive too. Oh, is those solar panels?
This is a custom boat.
The Black Pearl.
An 1893 Union Ironworks boat for $225,000. So I'm gonna drop the price down to.
That was an option the whole time?
Yeah, I did that. Here's 21,000.
Still too much. Next.
1 out of 5 shared yacht. You share it with 5 people.
Not sharing a yacht.
2005 Seamaster 54 sailboat.
That looks like a giant fucking fin. That looks like a horn on a cruise ship. What is that noise? Is that
That's
a
the fan. This is 20,000. That's part of the boat. That's
What the fuck?
a block. That's the tip.
The dock?
How do boats even float? That still fucks me up.
That's a cool boat.
Water displacement. That is a nice boat, actually. But I want... So go back to that other... Oh, actually. So, you know the boats where it's like you could go down into that front part? Is
Yeah.
this a boat like that?
Well, it's got a little bit of storage.
I want a boat where it's like a boat and then you can go down... You can go below deck and there's like a bed, a kitchen. I want a boat like that.
So that's not a sailboat.
What kind of boat is that? It could be a sailboat. You just gotta put fucking sails on it.
A big enough sailboat. Like these boats will have that, but those are yachts.
Oh, he's got a great point. You're gonna need a place to shower.
The ocean, dude. Just get out. Jump in the
Salt
water.
water.
Yeah.
Jump some of the Jack Daniels soap on you. Dive in.
Yeah.
You guys are animals.
Here's one.
Yeah.
Here's a boat. It's got a fucking video attached to it. Can't play that.
Hats off.
That's the name of the boat. See it? This boat's so cool, it doesn't even need water. That shit's on land.
It just flies.
It's actually a fucking really nice boat.
Do you have to pay for that too? that parking space?
If you want to put it there, probably.
Storage, yeah. You have to pay for everything.
How do you know you don't have a boat? This one's only 18.
That is a good price.
1875.
Now we're getting into good prices. Can you live in that boat though? Is there a downstairs compartment?
I'm sure
Ignoring
you
the
could.
shower for a short time.
Bye, Trisha.
Bye, Trisha. Thanks for
Bye.
stopping
Love
by.
you too. See you soon. I know nothing of boats.
Oh, neither do we.
I thought you were doing a Canadian impression right there. I know nothing of boots.
It's got solar panels,
Nice.
which definitely probably come in handy in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to charge your phone and stuff. I want to see the below deck.
How many fucking pictures of this goddamn boat are there?
Right, you need like 4 or 6 at most.
This is what the boat looks like.
This is what the front look like. This is what the back look like. Here's a chain. I'm getting dizzy just looking at these pictures scroll. Fuck.
I'm dizzy.
I'm dizzy.
So no pictures of the below deck.
So no below deck.
But here's
No below deck.
here's a description.
There, no use. There's a sale pending already.
Fuck. Comes with a compass and a fish finder.
Cool. So you could catch your own dinner and survive out in the ocean.
Yeah.
Does it come with a stove to cook them on?
It has a shower,
Kitchen to cook them in? Really?
a salon,
What the fuck? So somebody comes in and
That shit was small as
cuts
fuck.
your hair?
propane stove oven.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the meaning of salon.
Hey, take your boat over to my boat, come into my salon, cut my hair, and then fuck off onto your own boat.
Hell yeah. I'd show up.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got 2 cabins, forward and mid berth.
What? Is this the same boat we were just looking at with all the with
Yeah.
way too many pictures?
80
Damn.
pictures.
They got a fucking salon, guys.
I'm about it actually.
Yeah.
Someone comes and they fucking cut your hair. And it's
There's just the chair.
So 18,000 for a boat that you can live on. Just fucking. These are the kind of boats that people sail the fucking world on
with,
after they
yeah.
retire.
with that little tiny thing, it would flip and they die.
This
Yeah.
is 41 feet long.
That's
Do
pretty
you
big,
see how
actually.
small it looks?
It does look small, but
It's
41
pictures.
feet's really big actually.
That's 4 of these.
I
rooms.
lived in a trailer that was only 21 feet long. That's twice the length of the trailer.
Got you one for $1,000.
Gonna link it. Let's go, dude.
Send it.
Ghost Hand doing the most. But congratulations on the job, man. I saw that you said you got a job and going through some tough times. It's good to have you back as always. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing about all the successes you're having. It like broke my Lincoln too.
That's why you copy and paste it. $1,000. Capital Yachts. Crosscut.
Where is it?
It's even in Portuguese.
Southeast Asia? Veja más detalles en Southeast Asia sales.
It's not working.
Opciones de
Salvar.
compra.
You can read Portuguese?
Impostos est
Let this happen.
entrega de us 155 até aqui 3 de mar.
You can read Portuguese.
3rd of March.
Hell yeah.
No, you can. Yeah,
I knew that.
Southeast Asia sales. $1,500
That's
or $1,100
I don't read Portuguese.
and free shipping.
You just phonetically read it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
That's actually a pretty good looking boat.
It's like Spanish.
It is. It's almost. Mm-hmm. It's pretty close. It's close enough.
I think I remember it when I was forced to go to like Catholic school. They made us read.
that's
Great,
way
great.
nicer than any of the shit we were looking at. Sorry, go ahead. Catholic school.
No, I was just saying that they made us read in Portuguese. Sometimes.
That's cool as fuck.
Nani, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Of course I can. That's the whole point of this show. Do you think that white people
Good start.
should get mad at other races that aren't black for saying the N-word? So, do you think white people should get mad at Mexicans or any other Hispanic for saying the N-word?
Yes.
Why?
Do you think white people should get mad at other races for saying the N-word?
Yes.
Because they're both equally not black. So you could call somebody else out for
Equally?
saying that. No, you know what I mean. They're both of them aren't black, so they both.
But it's not a white person's business though.
Ghost hand dropping knowledge again. Just it's
Yes,
not polite.
Saying slurs is not polite. Yes. But I was wondering this because why would white people get mad at that? It's not their business. But yeah, they could be that ally and advocate for it. But like generally people don't like other people getting in their business or getting involved. So I just wanted to ask a person of color, someone more qualified than myself, what they thought about it.
I mean, I guess it's up to you to want to meddle into other people's business. I don't fucking know, Josh. Just don't say the word if you're not black.
Because my coworker says it. And he's Mexican.
The thing with Mexicans...
Where the fuck is this going?
The thing with Mexicans is
I don't know what to
why
do.
would they want to say the N-word when we literally have
So
the
you
word
chose to
food?
just announce it on a podcast of the world?
Yeah, I want to know what to do.
Hey, everybody! I don't know what to do.
If someone who's not black says the N-word, yeah, what do I do? Do I say, hey, don't say that?
Doesn't that just kind of bring more attention to that thing that you don't know if it should be having attention of?
What?
Huh?
I mean, do you hang out with this person enough to where...
No, it's
if
only at
you-
work.
Okay. I was
Does it
gonna
hurt your
say-
feelings?
No,
How does it make you feel?
a little uncomfortable.
Reports to HR.
Ah, shit, I can't do that. I mean, he's dropped the F slur a couple times. I could get him for that.
I think it just comes down to other people's morals.
Every time you've done that, like you haven't even stuttered or anything, you just like start over the sentence. You're like one day I was going to the beach and I
Sometimes
played volleyball.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And then
sometimes
after-
my mind
and then
just
after-
mashes them together.
As a white Brazilian, our whites and our minorities, to an extent, don't have this fixation with slurs unless they are genuine racist. The N-word thing is specific for the U.S. Yeah, maybe the UK. I never understand this fixation with the word.
It's politicized.
Amen, brother.
Can I have another one,
Yeah.
please? Yeah.
That's just things I think about.
That's what you think about.
How can I be a better
When
person?
you're alone in a dark room, that is what you think about.
No, when I'm standing at the doors at Target.
Do they work there too?
Yeah.
At the door, in the front doors of Target?
Yeah, they do what I do.
Ain't no way.
You're giving a lot of information. I guess it's your business. I'll just butt out.
Ooh, a slushy.
They're not bad at slushies.
I don't know. I try to be a better person every day.
Better than him.
I was better than myself than I was yesterday.
How do you plan to better yourself by asking that question? Like, what's the goal of that?
Well, I don't want to advocate for something that it doesn't, like, they don't want to be advocated for. You know what I mean? It's like, it's having the right intentions, but, like, in the wrong place.
So, like, in effect, you think spreading awareness is equal to activism?
Can be. It'd be like doing more than posting a fucking black square on your social media.
Yeah, you're posting a whole video about it.
Well, I forgot what that was for. I don't remember.
It was the blackout of social media.
Yeah, but I don't know what it stood for.
To not use social media by posting black squares on social media.
Yeah, that's dumb. But it's like there's more effective like ways to probably be an activist about it.
Have you ever been an activist, Nani?
Have I ever been an activist?
Ever?
I mean, I did go to like the protests, a couple protests.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Talk about that. You should be talking more.
What do you mean?
What protests did you go to?
The Black Lives Matter protest and then the Women's March.
Talk about the Black Lives Matter protest. How was that?
I don't know.
Where'd you go? Was it in L.A.?
I went to one in Oxnard and one to L.A. The L.A. one got messy.
Really?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was on the news.
Antifa.
The car?
Huh?
The guy who ran his car through the crowd?
Oh, that was like fucking a long time ago.
You can't let me assume shit. You need to tell me the story.
It was just the BLM protests when.
How'd it get messy?
When George got killed.
I wasn't in the attack with the cops. I was far behind that. But I was there that day. Well, one of the days.
What happened?
Honestly, I was too far back to know exactly what happened, but I know the gist of it that's been on the news.
What is the gist, Nani?
I don't want to get into it. I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't talk about it.
On a talk show? All right.
It's a whole Wikipedia article. From all the different cities. It was in downtown LA? Mm-hmm. May 27th, 29th, 30th, or July 25th? Don't know? Mm-mm. Okay, so...
We're reading them all.
On May 27th, protesters
Just tell us which one sounds the most like you.
by the LA chapter of BLM gathered outside the Hall of Justice and proceeded to block the Hollywood freeway. You didn't block a freeway, did you? You did?
It was that day.
Okay. Protesters also shattered the windows of two California CHP cruisers. The 29th, they blocked traffic and threw rocks at the windows of businesses and passing vehicles. They also set off fireworks, which hit several buildings. Looters broke into several stores and stole items, TVs and jewelry. Buildings were also spray painted. Thousands of protesters converged on the 110 freeway, shutting it down temporarily. Several protesters scuffled with police, which resulted in 2 officer injuries. Began to use batons and rubber bullets.
It was whatever freeway, UCLA. There's an exit for UCLA. But, I mean, like, the violent stuff happened with people that just went to go start violence, though.
The 405?
I didn't even know it turned violent. I thought it was just protests.
No, they all turned violent.
And then, well, I heard there was a debate about, like, rioting and looting, and they're, like, making that out to be, you know...
Yeah, I mean, like, stuff like
villainous.
that is what makes me not want to go to them anymore, even though I do support it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, is, like, how do you feel about the idea that there was police officers undercover helping to...
Instigate
and ignite that kind of... I think the first video was a guy breaking windows on an AutoZone, and they're like, he's a cop, like... someone get him, and then after he broke a few more windows, everyone else just started breaking windows, and then the supposed cop, left the area. What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think it was ever kind of incited violence intentionally from, like, the police department to, like, garner arrests or persuade public opinion politically?
I think they did do that purposely. And a lot of people are usually, I don't want to be mean, but a lot of people are followers. Mm-hmm. So if they see something and it looks exciting to them.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, because they know there's really no consequence.
In a mass of people like that.
They can only get one of us. They can't get all of us.
I I understood as they got a lot of them. They started tracking people down with like the security cameras. Like a lot of the.
That's what they did for the January 6th.
Yeah.
That's like the thing you don't want to post like videos about. It's like, oh, hey, I'm here, or hey, look at all these people.
Anytime you're breaking the law, don't record it.
No, don't even bring your phone.
Yeah. Just be smart. Be better.
Be a better person. Better than you were yesterday. That's the message.
That's that on that.
Yes, that is.
So, when you guys were kids, did your parents ever parent like the cartoons you'd watch?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
I wasn't allowed to watch Ed, Ed, and Eddie or the Animaniacs.
Why not Ed and Eddie? Ed, Ed and Eddie.
My mom said that it would make me stupid because it's a stupid show. Mm-hmm. She's like, I don't want you watching it.
She was fucking wrong about what made you stupid. I'll tell you that. Bazinga.
Got him. Ouch. The pain of the alcohol burning in my throat is nowhere in line with the emotional damage. Emotional damage.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, Animaniacs and Ed, Ed and Eddie, she just said that they're stupid shows and I wouldn't learn anything. And she was always jumping to, it'll rot your brain, which I think is hilarious because I remember taking my first philosophy class and learning about Socrates and reading the book The Gadfly and a few of his other books. And one of the main things Socrates is known for is asking why to a question. Like, I want to go to the store. Why? To get bread. Why? Because I'm hungry. Why? Because my stomach hurts. Why? And, just always really digging down to the root of something. And I remember growing up and watching my first Ed, Ed and Eddie episode in California after moving out here. And it was about Johnny and Plank being told only to ask people why.
That was so fucking annoying.
And why? Yeah. And it was annoying, but it's also at the same time I took that philosophy class and I remembered that episode and I was like, yo, that's like literally just philosophy in a cartoon. And then I started watching other shows like SpongeBob, or I saw a few Adventure Times where they're like actually like pretty deep in theory. It's just not 100% clear where it came from. Like the episode never explained, oh, Socrates asked why. It just kind of puts the idea in your head, and it's an idea that makes you think and
Thematic.
yeah, and makes you kind of wonder like that. Or like how Mr. Krabs loves money and Ed loves money, or Squidward's like a annoying employee and like everyone wanted to be SpongeBob, but now we're all just a bunch of Squidward. Shit like that is like, it's one of those things like you can learn from cartoons and movies and art. Like to me, it's all art, But they did police that for me and said it was because it'd make my brain rot and it'd make me stupid.
And apparently anime in Brazil because they thought it was the devil.
Really?
Yeah, that's what Ghost Town says.
Well, then send me to hell.
Oh.
I wasn't censored as a child. I got to watch anything.
Do you think that affected you in any way?
Fuck yeah, it did.
Explain.
Well, unmonitored access to the internet at such a young age is very dangerous. Because you see some stuff that will change you.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's if you remember like the early internet, that shit's a wild place. There was no regulation on anything.
No Socrates videos specifically you want to speak of?
No, but there was like all those like Shaka videos and a lot of people dying and whatnot. Shit like that. Even now, fucking Raul sends us his
It's getting shot up.
random videos from Facebook where it's like, hey guys, look at this. And then it's like a
Cartel
firing
members,
squad.
yeah.
It's like, okay, well, like,
I used to be able to watch those so casually, but recently one of my coworkers showed me one of those videos, and I just felt sick afterwards. Why do you think that changes over time?
Because you become more human, more in touch with the reality of your mortality.
More empathetic.
Mm.
I think for me anyway, I remember the first time I saw a beheading video, I was like, that's crazy. But I remember also seeing the video, and she was alive, but she was also not responsive. So it's like, I remember being like, they at least drugged her. You know, like they did something to like make that thing happen. And it was like I was going through those justifications and trying to understand it at that young age because I've never seen anything like that. And I'm like, that's okay because they drugged her. You know, obviously, like, beheading's not cool, but, like, at least they took that one step, you know? And then I watched another beheading video when I in, like, my 20s. And I was like, this is, like, impossible to watch. Like, or like a anything where they get, like, dismembered. It's, like, it's just so brutal. And it's, like, at the end of the day, it's like cartels or gangs or these criminal organizations, like, just trying to intimidate. And it's basically terrorism, you know? And at the end of the day, I think I just kind of have that in the back of my head to where I know that's what it is. And it's like, you can't let them win kind of thing. Like, you can't let them intimidate you or shake you. You got to be able to grow past it. And part of that is to not give them the power of, like, spectating and viewing, and because really what you're doing is supporting.
Yeah.
Every time you watch one of those videos, you are supporting that act, even though it's like just out of curiosity or whatever it may be. Like, it's still garnering traffic and clicks on the internet, and that matters to them. Like, that's how their message gets spread. That's how the KKK gets members. That's how any gang or cartel or criminal organization gets members. It's basically recruiting videos. And every time someone sees it or talks about it, and who knows how many people hear this now, it's like it's just hitting that many more people. So it's like, I don't want to say where do you draw the line at censorship, but it's like, where do you understand what to talk about and when to talk about it? Because there's certainly a time, like, there's a phrase, in school, out of school, before school, after school.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk about it in school, and everyone knows. You can talk about it out of school, and a few people know. You could talk about it before school, which is before it happens, and after school, which is after it happens. And all these things, all these conversations take place at different times and impact the situation very differently. So if you were to talk about it here, this is pretty much in school because it's going to be broadcasted. Anyone can access this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, now we have to ask ourselves, how responsible and liable are we for being like, yo, ISIS beheading videos, Black Lives Matter protests, all that stuff, and who's going to hear it, how's it going to impact them, as opposed to saying, like, can we ask ourselves these questions in a more controlled environment and with more tact and dignity and respect of the subject and actually come to a better conclusion at the end of the day if we did it out of school, behind closed doors where no one's listening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. So I know I'm going off on a bit of a tangent, but one of those things where it's like, I started feeling it and having harder times watching videos like that because I understood the reality of it wasn't just like an entertaining video or a video to be like, oh, this is so crazy. After a certain amount of time, you realize it for what it is, which is like recruitment and intimidation and terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
And I no longer want them to, have that because it's going to affect people in their everyday lives because of the internet.
It's very well spoken.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
It woke me up a little bit.
Can you feel your body now?
Yeah, I can feel my body now.
Cool. But yeah, I mean, if you have any reciprocating thoughts as to that, like, I'd love to hear it because obviously you asked us the question about having our cartoons censored,
Mm-hmm.
and did that come from a place from you? Did you have your censored cartoons as a kid growing up, or what was your story?
No, I didn't get any censored TV shows or anything, but I also didn't have access to a computer or a phone until I was outside of high school.
Really?
Yeah, so I got
18,
all...
19?
Yeah. Oh, 17.
Oh, you graduated at 17. I graduated I graduated at 19 years old because I was a late start.
But most of the media I'd get from second sources like friends or in school.
Yeah.
So that's why back then I didn't really think about it as much because it wasn't in my face as much. Then it was suddenly shown to me and made me physically sick to see that kind of stuff.
Are you saying that talking about it didn't bother you as much as the seeing it?
No. Just seeing it. Because it wasn't really talked about much. I don't think teachers are allowed to show that kind of stuff either.
Definitely not.
Also, like, the visual aspect is, like, way more important. They're like, hey, like, you hear
Hey,
about...
a million people died in,
Damn, bro.
a genocide. That sucks.
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah. Here, watch a million people die. It's like, it's going to have a different, like PTSD from like soldiers, right? Like they come back with that because they like went through that shit. They didn't just like talk about it. They lived it,
Here I am. The only videos I can't watch are people breaking bones.
Yeah, but talk about that for a little bit because there's a reason for that.
It makes me feel icky. I don't like it.
Like with the bones popping out of the...
It's the one thing that he says he could feel.
It's the only thing I can't watch because, like, have you seen those videos of people like running on rooftops or like doing like that super extreme parkour?
What
where
up,
they're, like
Black?
hanging off the end of cranes.
Oh, we'll get to Russia, buddy.
It's like and like sometimes they slip and fall off the building. Like I can't watch those videos. It makes like my hands sweat. I get super tense and tight. It basically triggers my fight or flight response. Just from watching a fucking video, I can't do it. Like, I've seen like jumper videos where people jump up like to Kermit sewer slide. And like you see them hit the floor and they bounce and like I can't fucking watch those videos. Or like anywhere it's like someone's bombing a 12 stair on a skateboard and they fall and fuck up their ankle. Or like there's been like those simple basketball players, so they jump and land wrong and their leg snaps. I can't watch those videos.
Is it the visualization or that you hear it happening, like cracking?
I can't watch someone's bone break.
Does it bother you when people crack their...
No,
okay.
That's fine. I can't watch a bone fucking snap.
It's the visual.
I can't. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. It makes me feel gross. It makes my palms sweat and get super tense.
These weak arms.
I get hot. I don't like
Mom
it.
spaghetti.
Vomit on his sweater already. Sorry, I don't want to minimize what you're saying right now. I just saw an opportunity and I took it. I feel horrible about that actually. Oh man. You have that too. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, what's up, Essie?
Essie Obs?
What'd you pass down?
Yeah. No, I get that though. And like I said, it's one of those things
Hold
on. Block.
Huh?
What's my last name?
No way.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh's mom.
Cool. Exposed. Exposed fractures are ultra hazard to your life. Josh is 100% right. Being scared is right of being scared of those. Yeah, those are bad.
Let me open up to you guys about something real quick that I just talked about literally yesterday. One thing I found out I don't like is like heights, but only in certain scenarios.
That's what I'm saying.
If I'm not like an airplane, cool. Height doesn't bother me.
Perfectly fine.
Tall buildings doesn't bother me. For whatever reason, and this is super embarrassing to admit. Go ahead.
No, I want to know what your like minimum height is.
Minimum?
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny? I used to like jump off like 2 or 3 story playgrounds as a kid.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's fucking psycho. But I don't know the minimum height. I'd say maybe 4, 5, 6 stories, anywhere above there.
10 feet.
Really?
10 feet's mine.
Really?
That's my minimum.
I think it's just to where it's like I'm like, even if I don't die, I'll be paralyzed forever. But what I was talking about was Ferris wheels.
Those are fucking scary.
Dude, thank you. Okay, dude.
I'll go on them.
Ferris wheels are terrifying.
I went on one a couple years ago because I was with my girlfriend at the time, and like, you do it. That's what you do. But like, I was terrified the whole time.
I did the Ferris wheel in Disneyland, and it's like the swinging one.
Yeah.
Shit a brick. It's like whoosh, whoosh, and like people are like, yay, woo. I'm like, we're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
So you're like HLB, 4 feet is your guys's.
No, not my minimum.
4 feet, and if I look over like an edge, I'm okay. But if like 10 feet up, like there at Pizza Rev, I had to clean the air vents on a big ass ladder, and going up there, like I'm shaking the ladder, and the ladder is shaking.
On ladders, I will never go on the very last step.
What?
I will.
Never.
I would too.
But if I'm holding
Never.
on to something, it's different. If I'm on a
But that's a fear of falling, not a fear of heights. It's different.
yeah. If I'm on like a ladder, just like if we propped one up and there was no ceiling, I could stand on the top step. I'd be fine with that. But like ladder propped up against a wall, scrubbing a vent with
Against a wall, sure. For me,
A
it's just
rag.
I'm doing it in like the middle of the showroom, all the way up to like fixed lights, and it's like I could not stretch, but if I step up again, it's gonna be like, like
yeah.
not gonna do that.
You put too much like force in one direction, you're going out underway. But like at work on the wave, perfectly fine with that.
But that's just because isn't it the one, the
Just
electrical
go,
one?
yeah, just go straight
Yeah.
up.
That's why.
I
Cherry
like
picker, basically.
doing that. Yeah, that's
Do
fun.
did you like the back room ladder? The one
Yeah,
where you would
those are fine.
backstock? Interesting.
It's because I have something to hold on to. But like there was a time when I was at Moore Park College doing film stuff where I had to go in a scissor lift to build a Christmas tree. That was scary. But that was also my first time in a scissor lift.
Those are the ones with the crosshatched.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like for me, it's more of a safety thing. Just as like, I don't want to fall at work, and
You get paid for it. They'll pay you.
yeah, I mean they would, but still.
Not if you're on the top step.
I don't want to fucking do it. doesn't mean I want to fall 12 feet.
You don't want to fuck around and find out.
Yeah, but it's also like on the instructions, like never use the last step of the ladder.
No, it's to hold your tools.
Really?
Yeah, you're not supposed to use the last step of the ladder.
I sit on it.
Whoops.
Yeah, so it's like OSHA, like actual health and safety, like don't do this.
Because it has no balance.
Yeah.
Basically.
So yeah, because the point is so narrow, the shift of weight can make you fall, which is why I never do it. Even if it's like a 4-step ladder, like I never get on the top one because like I understand like the fulcrum's gonna shift and like kick the weight out.
The
somewhere.
mechanics behind it.
Yeah, the physics just like make my brain go, nope, don't do it. Like you've seen too much, you've done too much, don't do it. You know what's gonna happen. I'm not. It's not even like ballsy. It's just like I've done it before. I'm not gonna do it again.
Have you seen Final Destination?
Yeah. All of them?
Have you seen them?
Or which one?
Not really. I think those movies are stupid.
They are.
They are.
But like,
But some of them were kind of funny.
has that
but-
like ever fucked you up? Like, one thing is like driving behind trucks that have like rebar on them. Mm-hmm. It's like
I don't do that anymore.
it's gonna impale me.
Yeah, no, for sure I don't do that. But that's just also another common sense thing for me. Like I've also seen shit fly off of someone's truck and like hit my windshield. So
But also like the optometrist and like the dentist, I get scared there now because of Final Destination.
oh, they're gonna stab your eye or something.
Yeah, where they have like the machine on you and then they leave. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like,
Microwave your eyeballs.
I'm not scared of death, but if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it by my own hands, not something happening to me.
Damn, you're like I will suicide before a doctor accidentally fucks up. Mm-hmm. Even though you know you get paid like 4 times the amount in insurance.
If you're dead, it doesn't matter.
You're still dead.
You got any friends or family you really like?
Yes,
Get them a
but
payday. If you leave nothing else behind, some walking around cash will do it.
yeah, my debt.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That shit.
the
That's
debt-
crazy, right?
That
So
follows you.
that's crazy, right? So if you did die in a doctor's office or something and got that money from your insurance, it'd still go to your debt before it went to your...
Exactly.
What? That's crazy.
Unless
You're
claim
so right.
bankruptcy before you die.
Who's gonna do that?
Exactly.
It's an option.
Man, I don't want to pass all this debt on to my kids.
Chapter 11.
Boom!
I'm bankrupt. Oops.
I'm bankrupt and devoid of life.
Man.
At the same time. The fucking bankruptcy certificate is like 1203. Death certificate 1204.
Fuck.
We're just in time.
You know, there'd be like a loophole for that, though, because people are pieces of shit. They'd be like, well, technically it wasn't filed. So it takes about a week for processing. And
5 to 7 business days.
And so he was confirmed dead on that day at 12:05, and we processed the file the following Wednesday. It's like...
That's horrible.
But you know that's how it would work.
That's bureaucracy.
100% that's how it would work. I've seen it so many times.
So if you're going to die, file for bankruptcy ahead of time.
Just do it a year in advance.
A year in advance.
Do everything a year in advance, dude. If no one's going to see it coming a year in advance. There was a video I saw about the difference between Asian and Western culture. The main one was that Asian culture will plan a 100-year plan. They go, I'm going to build a business, and on the 95th year, I'm going to be expanded into whatever. Like, whatever that plan is, it's written out. It is in stone for 100 years.
It's a long fucking time.
Westerners only plan about 4 years in the future for businesses because after those quarters, basically, after 4 quarters, they're like, we have enough data to predict where it's going, and it's going down, or it's going up, and so on and so forth. And then I was like asking questions. I was like, yo, like, isn't it crazy? Like, what happens if the plan gets derailed? Like, do you just stick to a 100-year plan, or do you kind of like try to restructure? And both sides were like, well, like you never really know where the future's going. Like, you can't really tell, but like you could either stick to a plan or you could adapt the plan. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of when I realized, I was like, yo, no one knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, no one, not a single person, no Fortune 500 company has this shit figured out. No one. It's just enough people guessing correctly enough times. Sometimes you lose, and sometimes you win. And I forgot where I was going with this.
Cool.
But, hang on, I got it. I was talking about...
Chinese culture, 100-year plans.
Yeah, but the reason behind it.
Westerners suck.
If you planned at least a year in advance, there wouldn't be enough evidence to prove that you were planning a suicide before filing bankruptcy. So it'd take about a year to get anything filed and solidified to a record, and then about a year later, if anything happened, it's like, oh, it happened last year. They wouldn't consider it a plot. It already immediately looked more like coincidence because just
what if you
life
have
is crazy.
What if you have it written down on like a notebook to like
Yeah, no. If they ever saw this podcast and it happened to me, I'm fucked.
to keep track of your plan? That's coincidence.
Well,
You never said you were gonna do it.
Well, there's a hell of a lot of good lawyers who are trying to like take that case to court to win the money for it.
Correlation does not equal causation.
Sure. What does Nani think? That's what's the important thing.
What do I think about what?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of things happening, okay?
Take another one.
There's a whole bunch of
Give me the
tiny
last watermelon
conversations. Wow.
There's 2
Just
watermelons.
wow.
You had your chance. You're not cool enough now. Sorry, dog.
I gave you not a watermelon one.
Uh-huh.
There goes some keys.
Guess what? I get to do it in return now.
Oh, my last feeling.
Ooh. DJ Phantom requested a chug. Well, he didn't request, he redeemed.
I'm going to blow my nose and I'm going to chug a Bud Light. Because this is going to... I don't know if it'll make me throw up, but it's super sugary.
You're going to mix this with the Bud Light?
You're right. I should probably just check that.
Yeah, it's going to taste fucking weird. This table sketches me out sometimes. This table sketches me out sometimes.
Yeah, we've been trying to get a new one. Why don't we just put $100 down? Didn't we just make money off this?
Yeah, we did. We got our first Twitch check.
Woohoo!
We finally got paid for the podcast. I put all mine in stocks, and then the stock market took a shit.
The crypto crash, yeah.
So I don't know about any of that. And
I mean, I still have mine.
so buy a table as we chug these beers.
We could build a table.
That'd be more fun.
We are not building a table.
You guys should build a table and
We're not doing it.
record it.
Get some plywood and some fucking
Be the
2x4s.
worst thing. Nope. Josh, buy a table.
That could be one of the
could do it.
podcasts. We build a table.
Hey guys, today we're building a table.
And by the end of the podcast, we'll be like, "This was the last podcast. Thanks for tuning
There's
in.
a nail going through my
We're
hand.
fucking over this shit." All right, I guess I'm gonna chug this, and you have not a lot to chug. You don't have to chug,
Okay.
but you should. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to.
These are like fucking hard to twist off.
Yeah.
I never have an issue. And I never have to use my shirt because that's how I tore my Beartooth shirt. But
But you need it for grip on these.
yeah, these ones are toit.
Toy nubs. Clink.
Dink.
Clink. Whew.
There you go, Phantom.
A little more than half. We cool? We cool.
Did you know that it's illegal for bars to marry bottles of liquor?
Yep.
I learned that.
Why would anyone do that?
Because if you have like two that are half empty and they're the same brand, just combine them to make one to save space, but it's illegal. It's like in the food industry.
Cross contamination, possibly.
It's not that. It's like in the food industry. It's like combining sauce bottles together, but that's okay.
Wait, why is that okay? Ketchup seems way grosser than alcohol.
I don't know. It's just
Alcohol cleans what it touches.
It's just a rule. I mean, I could Google it.
Sure. Do you have a least favorite job? Like, how many jobs you had? I feel like, since we're all just on work-related topics, like, I feel like you got some good stories of, like, just shitty jobs. Am I mistaken? Maybe you've had great jobs. I don't know. Tell me. Who is Nani? Why is Nani here not talking about her jobs all the time?
Ew. Because who likes to talk about their jobs?
You do.
See?
Some people
Even
talk
Josh
about
is
work
like,
literally every day.
I do too.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about work. It's like how when you go to the family Christmas party and they're like, "How is traffic?" and you're like, "Oh, traffic." And like, "I know, right? Traffic and weather." And you're like, "Oh, weather." And you're like, "Oh, I know, right?" And you're like, "Oh, like we don't have a genuine human connection."
We don't have a genuine human connection?
No, it's amongst family. But you, how's work?
Oh, besides... Okay, let me count.
I have why it's illegal.
Go ahead, Josh. I'd rather talk about this at work.
It gives you some time to think. Marrying bottles is only one step away from a more nefarious practice of refilling and reusing liquor bottles. So it's just to kind of you can't do it at all because you could just be putting a lower grade or a cheaper.
It's too suspicious.
Cheaper liquor, yeah.
And probably hard to prove.
The best way to find out if a place is doing it is if the label on the bottle is worn out. Then you can report them and get them shut down.
I know a few bars like that, actually.
Yeah?
They're all my favorite bars to go to. So I ain't no snitch, but,
You're like...
I only get beer on tap anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because lesser grade liquor increases the profit. And a lot of people can't tell the difference in the first place.
No one can tell the difference.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, so their example is a shot of vodka from a premium brand can retail at $6. And the bar refills that branded bottle with a vodka that retails for $3 per shot. So that's why it's illegal.
Most recently, I went to a bar and I got a little shot of whiskey. I forgot what it was called. It's really good, though. It was like some honey whiskey. It went for $9 a shot, and the bartender was like, "It's really expensive." And I've never paid less than $10 for a shot before. So I was like, "I'll fucking take it." She's like, "It's a really expensive whiskey." And I was like, "You're not listening to me. Like, I'm like this close to buying the bottle. Like, no one's ever offered me a shot for less. I've never bought a shot sub $10. Every shot, I mean, there's a few specials at like Clubhouse or whatever, like during the day, but like most shots are like $10 anyway,
or more.
Like yeah, easy. And she was like, "It's really expensive," and I was like, "How much?" She's like, $9, and I was like, "I'll fucking take it, dude. Like that's such a good deal." But she must have looked at me and been like, "You're poor," and I was like, "Yep, but I'll take a shot."
Bad jobs.
Oh, I mean, I've only worked at 5 other places before CarMax.
CarMax, Target, Cotton On, and that's all I know.
Okay, so my
Cotton On has really good Instagram advertisements.
These are Cotton On pants.
I get them on my phone all the time, and I'm not mad at them. They have good music.
Good music?
Yeah, it's like a upbeat, like I vibe with it, and the editing's really good. Like it's one of those things like I'm never gonna buy from it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not mad.
You don't fall for the consumerism?
Nah, dude, I'm fucking invincible to consumerism. I just bought a new phone. I'm never gonna buy anything again for like 5 years. You realize that?
Same.
I've had this shirt longer. Like I need new clothes, and I'm not buying new clothes.
I actually just bought a shirt. It's coming today. It's
Is it Cotton On shirt?
It's this shirt.
Simp.
It says yes, I'm
Sniper and monkey.
Yes, I'm a simp. Sniper monkey. How did I fuck that up? Oh yeah, I switched it. So yeah, this is the shirt I bought. It's coming today.
It's coming today.
It's probably already delivered.
Be on the lookout.
You should go get it and put it on.
I could text my mom to see if it came.
I love that model has no idea his body's been used for that shirt. Someone's just like, put on this green T-shirt. We'll throw on a bunch of different designs, sell it around, shop it around. See if we can get you some work. And then
there he is.
Then he gets a call. He's like, "Hey, congratulations! You got signed to the Sniper Monkey shirt." And he's like, "What the fuck did you do, Greg? You're not my agent anymore. You're fired." And he's like, "Bro, but the Sniper Monkey." And oh man. That's just a meme.
It is.
Without the border. Like
I bought it because it was fucking...
That's all it is.
Because I saw...
100% just a meme.
I saw a video on Instagram. It's like, yeah, I'm a simp. And then the words go into the vertical, like the acrostic. And it's like, Sniper Monkey. And I'm like, I need this. I need to buy this.
Sniper Monkey.
Do you guys remember acrostics?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I heard acoustics.
Acrostics. It's a poem, a word puzzle with other composition and other certain letters.
You mean a word search?
No, it's here, let me pull up images and you should know what I'm talking about. These are acrostics, basically.
Across dicks.
So it's like
across
a carefully reasoned, ordered sentence tells it clearly, but sometimes they're in the shapes of like aminals. They're basically acronyms.
They're basically like secret. It's the tweets that we saw that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is an acrostic for waves washing ashore volumes of water ebb and flow on sandy beaches. It's a poem.
Is that about COVID?
8 ways to
COVID
write.
create an acrostic.
Wait, that's not an acrom.
COVID comes in waves, ebbs and flows.
Oh.
Yeah, drinking this really fast upset the fuck out of my stomach.
I'm chilling.
Oh, I need like pizza.
And wings.
Bread, yeah. Oh, it hurts. Africa.
Scholastic. Did you ever go to the book fair?
I did. I was too poor to get anything though.
Same.
There we go. Our common ground.
Did I ever tell the story about the book fair that my brother went to? My mom gave him $20 to buy me a remote control car that I said I wanted at the book fair. And my brother went to the book fair and bought a necklace for a girl he likes.
Damn. He's a simp.
And then just gave me the remaining $3
No way.
as a birthday present.
Happy birthday, little Alec.
Yeah.
Did he cry?
Well, I didn't know about it, but until like, I knew about it. I can't even remember when, but like, I just remember being like, dope, thanks. And then hearing about it, I'm like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, I found about it like later, like when we moved up to California.
Did he get the girl?
No.
Aww.
No, and her eyes were really far apart, so it doesn't matter.
Gosan, do you like red wine? I don't. It's an acquired taste. You got to work up to red wine, I think.
What he's saying is like with pizza or steak. I like that. You gotta get a little tipsy before food, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you feel all grr?
Well,
it makes me hungry.
This right now hurts my stomach because of the sugar. Like if I drink, it's the same thing. If I drink like pink lemonade at In-N-Out, same thing. I feel like there's rocks in my stomach. It hurts.
Is it because you didn't eat anything before?
It's empty stomach, all sugar. It's like.
Oh, I lied. I did eat. And chicken quesadillas.
But pizza and wings sound good.
They do. I adore red wine.
Maybe the bull bats will come out.
Damn.
Yo. Are they texting?
No.
Sad. So.
How's it going? How you doing?
No, how are you guys doing? Because I feel sober now.
You're sober?
Yeah.
Big chillin'.
What it's like to chew 5 gum. You sober up quick.
How about Russia, though?
Oh, let's talk about Russia.
So what's going on, Gosan? Because I have no idea.
Russia's about to invade Ukraine.
Yeah, that's been going on for like the past 7 years, though. So, what's changed? I mean, I have Google too.
This is why I drink beer though, because like now my stomach like really like actually like hurts.
It was probably the chug that fucked you up.
It was.
U.S. troops on high alert over standoff. Excuse me. What is going on in Russia? Boris Johnson. Who the fuck is Boris? Oh, he's the UK guy.
He looks like he's died.
He does.
He looks like if you got a brown paper bag wet and then dried it out and then put hair on it.
What? That's not even brown.
Yeah, it's a wet paper bag.
Russia moved 100,000 troops to the border and field hospitals ready. If they're gonna invade, it's now. I'm down for it. Shit, Ukraine.
We also invaded.
Small but mighty.
We also invaded Iraq for like a bunch of years and still have 3 ongoing wars. Don't forget that. Just throwing it out there.
Hey, according to Joe Biden, it's 0.
An American politician lying? Oh, who would have thought?
According to Republicans, it's 0 too. Nobody knows the difference.
But everyone has Wikipedia.
Tonga doesn't have internet? Their broken internet cable.
That's crazy. Could you imagine, like, having your internet go down and they're like, yeah, some
Undersea volcano.
Some undersea volcano turned it off.
Broke our fucking undersea cable.
Do you guys think you guys would survive without internet after being with internet for this long?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'd be fucking bored, but I'd get over it like after a couple months or so.
If there's still like
you weren't able to do anything online anymore.
Yeah, it'd be
like
fun.
no video games.
Well, there's still video games offline, right?
They're called board games, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd be fine. I want to play poker, like in
Oh,
cards. Come for poker night.
When is that?
We haven't talked about it yet, but it's something I want to have
It's just
happen.
an idea. The cable, which is operated by Tonga Cable, is believed to have broken about 23 miles offshore. That's the thing. Like, even if Russia invades, it will just be Iraq, Afghanistan for them.
That's my point.
Russia can't afford it.
That's my point.
Russia will break if they invade.
That's my point.
So
Is
they're not going to do it.
we went to war with them. They're not like. My stomach hurts so fucking bad.
We went to war, and then we went in a recession 7 years later.
Let them. Who cares? It's not our place to dictate war for another nation. I don't know why it's like.
No, but we're the world police. America.
It's not our job.
Fuck yeah.
No, it's not.
Come in here to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Have you guys just
America.
watched the new show with Captain America and Falcon?
No.
No?
The only Disney Plus show I've seen is The Mandalorian.
I feel like shit. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Okay, bye. What are you gonna go do?
That was a terrible idea.
What are you gonna do?
Don't worry about it, kid.
You're gonna,
Is he gonna go throw up?
Master Chief, you
Don't
wanna
worry
tell me
about
what
it,
you're doing in the nurse's office? I threw up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Alec is now out of commission because he's a bitch.
No way. These aren't that bad, though.
They're not. I don't want to say he's overreacting.
I would understand if it was like the hard liquor, like when you threw up.
Yes, but that was just after one. I can't drink certain liquors anymore. I just can't do it. Doesn't sit well with me anymore. I can't do vodka, whiskey. I can do tequila, gin. I can't do spiced rum. I can do white rum though, and that's really it. Those are like the only ones. Mm-hmm. So tequila, white rum, and gin are the ones I can still drink.
That's good. Remember when we were getting ready for the podcast and we were starting that conversation where Alec was like, "Save it for the podcast."
No.
No, you don't remember it?
Mm-mm.
You were talking about, is that why you don't like film anymore? And then you were like, oh, I actually still really enjoy
Oh yeah,
it.
I like doing live TV stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's cool. I'll always love doing that. But I don't want to do film stuff. If I can get a TV job, I'd be happy. That'd be cool. But
What do you mean by film stuff? Like shooting shows
like
without a live audience, or like what do you mean?
it's different on like a set. It's like a way more controlled environment. There's a whole lot less paperwork you'd have to do, like permit wise, and like just the 3-camera setup is fun. Like I would work on a news. There he is. I hear him coughing.
He's throwing up?
Yeah. Like I want to, so here I can actually pull up some of the shit that I've done.
Mm-hmm. Crisp what and what?
Huh? It's just fucking, it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, they didn't even put it in a playlist. It was that old. I start by the oldest. How old is oldest? 7 years. Okay, so not that far off. 6. What was 6 years ago? I should start recognizing some of these thumbnails, though.
These look really old.
They are. This was the class before me. So my shit's gonna be coming up.
Quality has gotten a lot better since this.
He's fucking dying over there.
We could say punch fucked him up.
It did.
Oh.
So I have full rights to fucking post this video.
Welcome to Flick Hate.
Alec needs to hit a... Oh, fuck. That's me when I had my longest blonde hair ever. I want to say that did it. Yeah, it did.
With
Oh,
your
baby
host,
Josh.
Joshua.
I wasn't even that baby. I was like fucking...
With special guest,
This was in 2016. I was 20. Look at that not even centered shot.
Hi, welcome to Flick Hate. I'm Josh. Here's Kevin.
How are you guys doing?
We hate movies. So
This is me being
we
a
have
TV
a very
talk show
wide
host.
selection of movies in front of us, Kevin.
Yeah.
So
I picked him out of the Goodwill dumpster before I came in today.
Goodwill dumpster. We have Mad Max Fury Road in 3D. The box is like a holographic. So like it reminds me of the Pokemon
and you know what, the
trading
movie
cards.
looks exactly as
back in the
shitty
day.
as that holographic. The entire 2 hours and 30 minutes.
It's like a remake of the old one, right?
Yeah, except more gimmicky.
From like the 80s.
Yeah. Minus Mel Gibson, who I saw in person, let me tell you, very hairy, very small, very not like Mel Gibson.
Is he still crazy?
You know, I don't know. I didn't tell him I was Jewish. I didn't want to start anything.
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
you don't want him.
No, but
that's bad.
yeah. But you know, his daughter came in because I work at a restaurant, and she referred to her dad. She said, "Can I get him some bubbly water?" She was talking about club soda, but the fact that she was like a 25-year-old calling like club soda.
So I mean, I've done quite a bit of these.
Mm-hmm. You sound very different too.
It's because I put on a deeper voice.
Right now or back then?
Back whenever I'm like doing something like this. Here's a commercial we did.
Have you ever felt like people didn't take you seriously? Well, now you can have the respect you demand. Dignity. Apply the cream on your face, let it soak in while you walk the dog, water the front yard, lay out your neighbor's children, cry. Have the confidence of a god and the mortality of a man. Only costs a pie in the face and a sad call to your ex.
Oh my
Just-
God.
Like cost a pie to your face and a sad call to your ex.
Have you ever called an ex?
No, I would never. I would fucking never. But I want to show the video I did. I was doing the weather.
Mm-hmm.
Weather for Bigfoot. I was blonde for such a long time.
That sounds racist.
This is in the advanced class.
That sounds racist.
I'm here with Bubbles Del Fuego and our special guest, Bree. She's
Hello.
from the jungle.
Yes, I am.
What part of the jungle are you from?
I was born in Africa and Mexico at the same time, and I was raised by animals. Got older, I learned how to, protect the realm.
The cat wouldn't shut up.
Okay. Pressing moral issues.
I mean, Chapo's all about it. Like, he is.
I was like going through a fucking time capsule. This is a good one. Oldie but a goodie. She hurt her knees doing that. That's me hardcore dancing. My hair was so fucking long.
Hi, welcome everybody, and we're on the show X Factor Factor with Josh, and we're talking about American Idol because we didn't make it. So tell us about your experience there.
So,
So this,
I
just
waited in
after I
line
pierced my nose
for
too.
8
Oh.
fucking hours. Just to
But
have
my hair
this
was
man
so fucking long.
That
say
fuckboy.
no.
Same, but like how it really went down is I think I shocked them so much that my voice was so grand that they're like, we can't handle it.
Paula Abdul.
Smart.
And marry Randy, Chocolate Love, and kill Simon because he's a bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of this was done in the TV class, and it was some of my favorite times that I've ever had on Moore Park College. It's just it's a way the environment from TV to film it's a lot different, and it's really hard to explain, but it's way more. I don't want to say structured because film is structured too, but it's like it's It's a way different beast. It's like two sides of the same coin, if I'm using that correctly.
Is that how you guys met?
No, we
met in a cooking class.
yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit.
All my friends say that.
Are you still a piece of shit?
You can judge for yourself, right? I tried stealing one of your watermelon drinks,
It's fine.
which I think would have made the previous experience I just had a little bit more pleasant, but whatever.
I didn't hand it to you,
No, I'm playing.
to be fair.
It's just the sugar. I'm good. It's just
Thank you, Josh.
it's like too much too fast. That's all. I need some water. Plus, like, no food in my stomach. It was a bad idea.
This is me doing the weather.
Bigfoot's roaming the wild.
Obviously not this.
Coincidentally,
This is
the main
someone
Bigfoot
else.
I was
camps
like,
are
"Josh,
where
you look
all
a
the
little
major
different."
sightings are. Our weatherman Joshua has the rest.
Thank you, Josephine. As you can see, here's a map of the United States. Most of the sightings have been in the Northwest and in the Michigan area on the eastern coast.
Terrible.
Now, Jerry says there are Bigfoot colonies in
That's the
all of
person
these
doing the
areas.
graphics fault,
So you live
because
in,
I'm reading a
If you live in
teleprompter.
one of the affected areas, please be safe. Back to you guys.
So I'm reading off of a teleprompter, right? And so I'm reading at the speed that the teleprompter operator is sending it. And so whoever's operating the graphics at that time has
Put it in front of your face.
they have to, well, that's unavoidable
Oh, really?
for at least that. Like to layer it, it's not hard, but like they're not like trying to set that through at that time. It's like you're just gonna get it on the screen. That's all that matters. We're not teaching you how to fucking layer your effects and whatnot. So whoever's operating the graphics has to coordinate with the teleprompter operator to get it. So I'm reading it as it's on the screen, but of course it's fucking kids in a classroom who don't give a shit, and so I'm reading off. There's stuff
Area
going on in the
the
Northwest and the
eastern
Michigan
coast.
area, but the
Now,
Michigan
Jerry
area
says there are
is not on
Bigfoot
the
colonies
screen.
in all of these areas.
So I'm doing my
you
job
live in,
perfectly
if
fine.
you live in one of the affected areas, please be safe.
I'm a damn
Back
good
to you
weatherman.
guys.
It's so funny hearing your voice. It sounds
so
so
different.
different.
I'm a
You
carrot.
sound
You
like
sound like
a-
a kid, dude.
You sound like a surfer little skater boy.
Yeah, like you sound like soft.
And now
As
you're
you can
like
see,
this.
here's a map of the
Oh,
United
yeah.
States. Most of the sightings have been in the Northwest and in the Michigan area on the eastern coast. Now, Jerry says there are Bigfoot colonies in all of these areas. So you live in,
also
if you
40
live in
pounds
one of
lighter.
the affected areas, please be safe. Back to you guys.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything because the voices tripped me out more. How long ago was that?
And then they didn't cut the camera, so I'm
Well,
just
you know-
standing there.
Well, that's good though because you need to actually just stand there until the camera is cut.
Yeah, so I mean, I had that presence. This was 2016, November 9th.
5 years ago?
Yeah, I mean that's only like 8 3/4 pounds a year. Who cares? That's normal. Plus, you're about to run a marathon,
Yeah, that's true.
so you're gonna look better than you did in that video for sure. I mean,
you-
can't speak on the blonde highlights, but
I could always get frosted tips again. But I mean, I just shaved my head on Monday.
again,
No,
I was like, because it does look like it
couple
got
days
done
ago.
again.
Yeah, I just did it.
Was it to even out the spot I fucked up?
No, if anything, I fucked it up when I was doing my ears.
Do you guys cut each other's hair?
We did it on the podcast. Yeah, it's a little better. We did it on the podcast for entertainment. He shaved my head, I shaved his head. I used to have friends shave my head all the time just because it saved money from like going to the sports clubs or whatever. So eventually I got a hairstyle that I liked, which is this, and I've been with it for like a few years now because I'm afraid of commitment and losing that.
We were committed to your hairstyle.
Committed to my hairstyle, but
That's one thing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, I don't know. I just I never really had a style, or it's weird. Like just speaking of like clothes or hairstyles, like always says like I don't buy new clothes. Like I was never like I was the poor where it's like we never went just shopping. Like we only went and got clothes if like all of our clothes had holes in it, you know. And I just have that mentality today. This is a shirt from forever.
No, I
And
don't
the only
close
reason-
my tabs unless
Hey,
it's
thanks
porno.
for following. The only reason
Triangles are awesome.
the only reason I still have this shirt is because every time I wear it out in public, people compliment it. I don't like this shirt particularly. It makes me look fat in all my pictures. It makes me feel fat. But every time I go out, people go, "Nice shirt, man. I like it." And I'm like,
So you like the confident boost that you get from other people?
I like people being nice to me. It's like if it wasn't for, I've been complimented on this shirt maybe 20 times. Mm-hmm. Like literally, that's lowball. So like, people always say something when I wear the shirt. Nice shirt. So I haven't thrown it out yet. Even though I've hated it like from the first like month I had it. I was like, anytime you take a picture, like because the horizontal stripes, it makes my belly look out like way more. I'm like,
You gotta get vertical stripes.
it doesn't help that I am like actually like chubby, but like the vertical, the horizontal stripes don't help, you know. So it's like one of those things where it's like I look in the pictures, I'm like, oh, that's even worse. But people always compliment it, so I'm like, all right, well, I guess
I guess I'm aware.
if people like it and I look just a little extra fat, like I guess that doesn't, you know, matter enough to warrant throwing it out. Mm-hmm. So I haven't.
You could tie dye it.
True.
That'd be dope. Fucking, that'd actually be sick.
Throw some color into it.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever patch your own like jackets back in the day?
No.
No.
There's one time where I had like a little the little heated ones you heated on. Mm-hmm. I did that once, but it was, I can't even remember what it was. I just remember like getting it and being like, "Can I put it on?" And then like, yeah, and then like, I was so young. It's like very obscure memory, but yeah, I mean, I remember doing that like once or twice and then losing the jacket. So doesn't matter. I was like a really little kid. I was like 7 or 8.
The only customizations I've ever done to my clothes was turn pants into shorts.
Pirate shorts.
And I've always cut them too short.
You don't like short shorts on yourself?
I do now, but like back in the day, I didn't. They had to be below the knee. Now they can be above the knee. It doesn't matter.
What are those called? Capris?
Those are just above the ankle.
Yeah. It was just like, so if like the edge of the yellow was my knee, like it had to be like the bottom of the silver.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like down to, I don't know what fucking wearing skirts out here.
They're called kilts for men.
But like there was that whole stigma of like being like a boy in like elementary school and middle school. It's like where your shorts had to be below your knee. If you can back me up on that, that was like
No,
a thing.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
I remember that same stigma to where my shorts never were because, like I said, I never bought the proper size clothes or shoes. Like to this day.
Wait.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you that in a second. But I remember that's why I started sagging in middle school because people always made fun of me for having my shorts above my knees. So I was like, I could get made fun of for having short shorts, or I could just sag and like go against what my dad thinks is cool. And sagging was easier, so I started sagging.
Yeah. And now it's like, oh, fuck. I mean, I have a pair of running shorts that have a built-in liner, and the shorts themselves like are short, but the liner goes like to the top of my knee. So I was like, fuck, these are super comfortable. So much mobility. It's nice. Fuck stigmas. I don't care if some little kid's gonna call me gay because I wear shorts above my knee.
You gotta grow out of it.
Yeah, Ghost says he tries on his ex's skirts. Those things are super comfortable. I believe it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And triangles is here for you, Nani.
Shingles are awesome. Hi.
That hair though. Oh, baby Josh.
Skirts are super comfy. I believe it. Would I wear one? No. In private? Maybe. But that's with nobody else around.
And you'll never know.
You'll never know.
I can let you borrow one of my skirts, Josh.
No, I'd have to buy it myself. No one could know.
But then it would just fuck up all your future shopping online.
Not if I go to the store and buy it.
Trust me, it'll fuck up all your future shopping online.
Not if I go to the store and buy it.
So you won't wear it in public, but you'll buy it in public?
You can play it off as you're buying it for someone else.
I'm buying this for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
She's on her period.
It's like buying a Plan B and a Gatorade.
Oh. You've bought a Plan B and a Gatorade before?
Personally, no, but
You have to buy the Gatorade to throw off the scent of the Plan B.
I was gonna say
It's like
story
when-
time.
It's like when you go in to buy condoms, you also have to buy like Chex Mix or something
Why?
else. It just takes the pressure off buying just condoms.
it makes it less awkward.
But do you even eat the Chex Mix?
Yeah.
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 Make that part of the fun.
Because, like, okay, so buying condoms is like, if there's a self checkout, you go through there because then it's just super easy. But, like, if you have to go face to face with someone, it's better to have something else because then they're not just thinking, like, okay, well, this person's going to fuck later.
I will say this too. I bought condoms a few times and I put them on the counter and I was like, I'm just going to go in, I'm going to buy some condoms. They're not going to say anything because they're professional. I'm going to walk out, no big deal. Twice I've bought condoms and the guy goes, nice. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to have this conversation right now. I leave and I was like, that was awful. For a long time I was like buying condoms at a place like they didn't like hassle me at. And then I try this other place and I'm there and I set him down. He goes, okay, buddy, have fun tonight. As he hands me the, and I was like, dude, that is just not cool. Like, that's the thing is like, I just don't want people to talk about it with me. Like I'll buy whatever. Like we bought weird shit for that one video we did. Like we
bought some sex toys.
Yeah, we bought like sex toys for a video we did. And like, it was like fun or whatever. But like, the idea is like, if I come in and buy this, like part of the social agreement is you don't acknowledge that I'm
You're
buying it.
them? Yeah.
Like 100%. Like I will buy this from you and you will sell this to me. I'll look you in the eye. I'll ask you how your day is going. I'll say thanks. I'll say have a nice day. I'll leave. Part of you really needs to not be like, oh fucking, I hope you like this. Like, or like just no comment is ever needed during purchasing sex stuff.
I can
ever.
I can only assume those question marks are for that we bought sex toys for a video.
I mean,
It was for okay. I'll just pull up the video. It's on YouTube.
It's so
it's
bad.
It is bad. We used to do this. We used to make skits. Really old shit, and it was for a video where it was like he's holding a Christmas party, and the video or not the video, the presents get swapped with my dad's at the time. At the time,
he's still your fucking dad.
My dad's in the video, and the gifts were his for I guess my mom. But it's
Gifts
like
get switched up and they're sex toys.
yeah,
And I thought it was hilarious. And oh my god, this is so long ago.
oh, this is the behind the scenes video. I don't want that.
That's the guy who stopped us. Hey, I don't appreciate you guys recording out in public.
Yeah, it's like go fuck yourself, dude. So I'll get to
Just get to the sex toys part. Hey, have you guys seen the... So it's like wrist restraints and blindfolds and
a whip and
a whip, yeah.
wasn't that expensive?
It was like, everything was super cheap, actually.
yeah, it was
I mean, it
like
was probably $20 altogether.
In about the next 20 minutes.
This is fucking milk on
It's
the
going to be very
table.
clear why you have them in about the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
It'll come in handy. Just open up and see what you got.
So,
I like how you say there's a filter. That's just how it was shot. There was no filter.
yeah, no filter.
We were really bad at what we did back in the day.
It's just orange lighting, homie.
That's just the lights. So, yeah.
Everything, and that's the greatest thing is everything you're seeing on this podcast is a culmination of what we've learned and all these shitty videos we made. Like, Josh is obviously handling the lightings in the video. I'm obviously handling the sound and everything. 2014 was 8 years ago. Oh God, that was 8 years ago.
That makes me uncomfortable.
December 20th.
Oh, that hurts me too, man. 8 years.
Yeah.
Does the concept of time scare you guys at all?
Now it does.
No, it doesn't.
Wowie, that's a long time ago. Dude, 8 years ago. You know what's so funny too is like I remember watching that a year or two after it was posted and being like, I still hate this, and I just hate it even more now because it's been on that much longer.
I mean, I hate looking. I was actually thinking about this the other day because I went back and looked at like all of our videos and was like, my creme de la creme, my most viewed, organically viewed video is not even fucking original content. It's what the fuck did I just do?
And good night.
Oh, okay.
You just closed
There
it.
you go.
Hey, we faded back in.
Hello. That was it.
And as you can see, we still haven't gotten the video side worked out.
It's Joji playing the fucking recorder with his nose for an hour. This has 6,000 views. This is my most viewed video organically.
Damn.
Versus some of the shit we put in so much effort for.
Hours.
And then the next one's only fucking 1,000 because of the title.
Because, was it?
Yeah.
I thought we paid for it.
No.
What's the title?
3 Spooky 5 Me.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a meme in itself.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely learned a lot. And like I said, like I've said this on the podcast plenty of times, this is kind of the format that fits us the best, right? Like we take just video, audio, podcast. I like to talk a lot. We like to drink. We like to hang out. Boom. Super easy.
Love
Also
it.
super low impact in editing and stuff, so.
There's basically no editing, and if any editing, it's all live. But even then, it's not set up for guests.
Sorry.
No, it's not you.
100% on Josh.
Yes.
But yeah, that is fucking a long time ago. That's fucking with my head. I was like, because for me, it's like the concept of time is whack.
It is
Because for me, it's like the memories are still so clear.
fresh.
Yeah, like I can remember sitting in the room planning it. I remember all those details so crystal clear in my head. And then you're like, that was 8 years ago. I'm like, huh? How?
I know Nani because we used to work together at Target. I know him because of a cooking class, and he got me a job at McDonald's.
I worked at McDonald's too.
Yeah, it's
No way.
Shit fucking job.
See, we would have learned that earlier if you answered my question about all your bad jobs.
Oh my god. It wasn't a bad job. It was just bad management.
Shit fucking
It
job.
always is. I would go back though, and I would run the shit out of that McDonald's, knowing like the skills I have now and like what I'm capable of
What
doing.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, it's the same thing that you've been doing at Pizza Rev or anywhere else. Like,
I'm just better.
Food service is food service, you know?
I'm better. I'm faster.
Yeah. If you want, go back.
Nah, I told myself I would never do food service again.
No, I don't think I could either.
I told myself I won't go to a job that pays less than what I'm already making.
Sometimes
That's
you
a
need
good,
to.
That's obviously a good one, too.
Sometimes you need to though. 'Cause I took a pay cut coming from Pizza Hut to Target, and I was super happy.
See, but your experience at Target is a lot better.
Here and there, yeah.
Enough to still stay there.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking be there though. I look at job postings every day.
Damn, just dreaming.
Yeah, there's actually one for the Conejo Valley Parks District. It's marketing. It's actually looking really enticing.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you do? Like, flyers or?
I can pull it up. I'm not gonna fucking show it on here because I don't want anyone stealing it. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they already know what the Parks District can be found.
They posted it in September though, so it's been a while.
Bet.
I'm gonna look for it right now.
Steal it. Steal it and hold the job for ransom.
God damn it.
You don't even know where we live. So it's okay, Josh.
God damn it. I favorited it. I don't know where to find the favorites. Oh, they do.
Triangles does.
There's a little sis. Oh my gosh.
Oh, do you know who Triangles is?
I have an idea of who this is.
Well, they know who you are.
Know who I am?
No, Nani.
Oh, well, that's what I just said. Because Triangles knows Nani.
Because triangles are awesome.
Triangles are pretty fucking dope. You know, they're the most structurally sound shape in construction.
So yeah, it's a marketing assistant.
Hey, Salt
position.
Support.
Hello.
Hey, Salt Support. So under general supervision, the marketing assistant assists in the planning and organization of registration, marketing, publicity, and community outreach efforts in accordance with district policies and procedures. Essential duties and responsibilities: assist in the development and implementation of social media strategies and campaigns, assist in the administration and maintenance of the district's website, compile and maintain distribution lists for mailings and electronic communications, solicit feedback from partnership participants and visitors through online surveys, and distribute relevant response data to staff and the district units. Basically, super easy shit. And the pay is $19 an hour to 23.
Based on experience, I'm sure.
Base 19 for
That's not bad.
marketing assistant. I'm thinking I should just apply for it.
That's the one thing that
think you
still
should.
shocks me is like I feel like I've been running the numbers, and to live out in California, basically, let's say you have an apartment, the average price is like $2,300 for a 1-bedroom apartment. A car, $300 monthly payment, $300 for insurance if it's a new car, utilities, rent, everything. You would need to make like $50,000 a year. And then most places would only sell you or rent you an apartment if you make 3 times the amount of rent a month.
No way.
Yeah. I called places out here and I was like, hi, I'd like to rent a room, and I could afford it. Barely, but I could afford it. And they're like, you have to prove 3 times the amount. And I was like, how? And they're like, pay stubs. And I was like, no, but like, how do people make that much? Which means
Have a spouse or a girlfriend.
Yeah, which means
or a
everyone
partner.
in that apartment complex makes upwards of $100K. Granted, it is probably like couples, you know, but at the same time, it's like, yo, like, that's just that much more money that people are making to afford to live in a 1-bedroom apartment out here in California.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Because I want to
That's
live by
so-
myself.
I do too, but that's so much money.
Before
You make
you
a
like move in with somebody else, I want to.
Not in California.
Yeah.
California, you start with roommates, you stay with roommates.
Unless you live in like the fucking mobile home down the street.
Nani,
Those are super cheap.
you just got an invite to live with someone.
Triangles.
You got
Oh?
an invite to live with Triangles for $1,400.
For one
See, that's
bedroom.
not bad. I could do that by myself.
I could too.
Yeah.
Totally doable. But they want you to make $3,800 a month. Which, granted, that's not exactly 50 grand or 100 grand, but it's a lot of money. You have to make 3 times the amount.
I have to have like 2 jobs.
Yeah. 2 jobs or a partner.
I don't like that.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying that's what it is.
I mean,
know.
realistically, you could just have it on paper. And then,
And Triangles lives with a roommate.
yeah.
Yeah, that's called fraud.
No, not necessarily. You can sign a lease and not live there.
Yeah. And that's the
They're
weird
just
thing.
a co-signer at that point.
Yeah. That's the craziest thing to me is like it's just everyone's got roommates out here. Everyone's got roommates, or you own a business.
That's like me and Raul doing our domestic partnership.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on paper.
Yeah.
You better not take another lover, otherwise I'm gonna be mad at him.
You save a lot of money in marriage and buying a house and all that stuff. Like tax breaks are huge. We looked it up one time. It was like 50%.
So you'd say buy a house instead of renting an apartment?
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
You save a
actually,
lot
yeah,
of
I'd
money.
say that. Yeah, I'd
so
say that.
when to buy a house, right, is generally you don't want to be renting for a long time because that's a shit ton of money.
All interest.
You kind of want to do like 2 years after you move out if you can save enough, because your down payment doesn't need to be that much. It's really just like 10%. So I mean, granted, houses out here are like
So $100,000.
600,000 minimum, unless you go to like Bakersfield where it's cheap. As fuck,
Bakersfield is cheap as fuck, actually.
where houses are like $300,000.
One of the cheapest places to live. in the country. How crazy is that?
It's because people
No,
go there and they
it's-
marry their cousins.
Just
It's
a little,
also irradiated.
just a little bit up north. You can move to Bakersfield.
You get snow.
and get snow, and it's one of the cheapest places. And fun fact, also one of the most populated cities in the country.
You can also go to Detroit for like $400 and get a house.
Holy crap.
But it's just completely fucking trashed. Because it's Detroit.
You live with your uncle.
Si no fueras mi primo.
What's fueres mean?
If you weren't my cousin
Oh, if you want my cousin.
in Spanish. Oh, Josh, since you're learning Spanish, how do you say gloves in Spanish?
Guantes.
Want these nuts?
Fuck these nuts.
Got him.
That's hilarious.
God damn it.
That's the best one. That's the best one yet. Because I was even like, "How do you say it? Like, tell me, teach me, show me the
I
way."
learned that in film school. I learned how to say gloves in Spanish in film school.
Want these? Got him.
Go on these nuts.
Guantes.
Want
Want these
Want
nuts?
this dick?
Uh,
That's fucking
I'm
awesome.
gonna favorite this page. Bookmark that.
You should apply as soon as we're done today.
You should apply right now. Fuck it.
I'm gonna dox myself. Just like last episode.
Again.
I edited it out.
I
though.
saw
Well,
that.
I edited over it.
I saw that. It was smart. Apply on stream. Show us how you do your thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do
Oh,
it.
he's actually. Oh.
It says
No.
it says the deadline is March 28th.
You see, this is why you don't wait.
This
for
is why
things.
I saw this 2 days ago.
This is why you do it.
What
Cal Ops.
What if it was open 2 days ago?
Then I shot myself in the foot. That's some bullshit.
It was me. Sorry, I took it. Triangles.
I mean, it was posted in September
treachery.
of last year.
Oh, duh.
Then why would they advertise it?
Because their marketing assistant sucks ass at removing it.
I also need a cover letter, and I don't have that.
That one's easy to make.
Yeah, it's just
I
fucking
don't know fucking
Google template. If it
I-
wasn't for Google templates, I'd be lost in the
I
water.
fucking attached the one that has like the Loris Ipsum, like the Latin in it.
That'd be hilarious. I love those. You read this, like, is my pair or. You're like, what?
It's Latin.
It feels like you're, like, summoning a god
Or a demon.
or a demon.
The Brujas.
Brujas.
Shark beat.
No,
Shark bait.
the
Hoo-ha-ha.
witches.
I got you.
To leave them up for a while sometimes is a way of keeping people applying. We do that at my job, but we never hire.
Oh,
Yeah,
why?
but I can't even get to the application part on this one, so that's...
What's
they're
th-
basically just giving college students fucking false hope.
What if you go to the place in person and you ask for an application?
I don't know where the Conejo Valley Parks District office is.
Oh, man, if only you
Google
could
search.
Google that. And now everyone knows what the job is. What's the wait? What's the benefit of leaving the job application online to keep people applying? What does that do for you guys?
More. I don't know. More
Traffic?
applicants, yeah. They have people questioning, oh.
Oh, can I come in?
It'd be nice to work for the Parks District because that's a government job. And those, you get fucking sick-ass benefits.
Gives you guys options
Oh.
for replacements. Everybody's
sense.
replaceable, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. How crazy is that to where it's just like, we do this because in our experience, everyone's dog shit and we want to get rid of you.
God damn.
That's
You
crazy.
see, that's how I felt at Target.
That's how Target is. Like, I mean, I can tell you, like, the best thing is, like, at my job is feeling like people can't replace me. Like, people don't know what my job is. That feeling is job security. You know, like, that's all I want to feel at work.
Like-
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say that at Target, I felt a little worthless. So then that reflected onto my personal life. And then that's how I deteriorated there.
Yeah. For me, in the back of my head, like, I obviously want the venue to do well, but worst case scenario, if it closes and gets sold, I've got a gut feeling that they'd be like, we need to keep Alec because he knows how to operate everything. You know, like even if they had new management and everything, it'd be like, well, we don't know how to run this shit. So hopefully that would be like, you know, the reality. I don't know if it would be, but that feeling of like feeling okay about it, that's what is the best feeling for me.
See, but then you're never too sure about that.
No, but I mean, I have gotten offers at other places. Like, I was talking to someone yesterday, and they're like, "Come on tour with me. I'm going around these places of the country." And it's like, that sounds like fun, but like, A, you don't pay enough. Like, they're literally offering you peanuts to like do it. And you talk to someone like that, and they're like, "Yeah, but your job's like not that hard." And it's like, no, but like you clearly need someone to do the job because you don't know how to do it. So knowing it is the skill and the trade, not necessarily the doing it part, right? So like, it doesn't devalue what I do. You just can't afford or don't want to pay full price. So,
Gotta know your own self-worth.
yeah,
Delicious.
something I'm still working on, but I'll get there.
I want to say I'm not replaceable because no one's applying for these jobs that I have.
But that's just because the economy.
Is anyone applying for jobs right now?
No one's applying for jobs. Nobody wants to work right now.
Well, I was talking to Dylan, my boss.
Delon.
And he was like, yeah, no one, like, I can't find anyone, like, no one's applying for these jobs. I'm like, yeah, okay, well.
There you go.
So I'm not replaceable.
I go back to Target.
As a security guard?
Imagine.
It could happen.
Hi, put that back.
There are female TSSs at Oxnard and Ventura.
Because I do really enjoy my job, but it doesn't give me time for school or friends.
Yeah, no.
Those 3 to midnights.
Yeah. Oh, we're starting 4 to 1 a.m. this week.
Nice.
That's what I work, so sorry, not sorry.
No, but that's good for you because that's what you like to do. I don't plan to stay working at a car shop for the rest of my life.
But you said you like it.
I do like it, but that's not my career.
What do you want to do?
I do want to be an immigration lawyer at one point,
Okay.
but I need to finish school.
How much school do you have left?
I have a year left.
Oh, awesome. So you're like actually really close.
But right now I'm not going to school. School started today.
Neither am I. I mean, look, COVID fucked all that for me. Like, I'm not going to go to school for music and take remote classes. Not going to happen.
More parks on campus right now.
Doesn't matter. I'm back. I'm back at work. I'm working Wednesdays.
You'd also need to
I'm the
reapply.
only tech again. So even though we hired someone, I'm back to being the only one again. So I would still need to hire 2 techs to replace me just to get 1 day off.
And
That's how valuable I am.
And you'd have to reapply.
And I'd have to reapply. Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you've been gone for too long. I was gone for a year and I had to reapply.
Did they lose all my credit?
No.
Oh.
You just have to reapply.
You're like, God damn it.
Well, I remember Angel from McDonald's was like, yeah, make sure you go because every 2 years they throw away your shit.
I mean, I was gone for a year, so.
Yeah, as long as I keep my credits, I'll be happy. But yeah, I have, and that's the annoying thing, right? Like for me, is all my general ed is done. Every single one. It's just music classes. And like, that's what I want. But at the same time, it's like, yo, I spent a lot of time not doing music. Like when I was going to school for music. Like I did the bare minimum music classes. And even still, like I did it in the wrong order and at the wrong time. Because there's like, you know what co-requisites are? I needed to take a lot of co-requisites and I didn't. And they're like, yeah, you need to take these at the same time and you didn't. And I was like, how's that going to work out? And they're like, I don't know. Because like there's music theory and musicianship. And those are co-requisites. But what they didn't tell me what was the third one, which was optional because you can get outside tutoring and that's considered part of the credit, is what's called the applied program, which is basically a tutor or a teacher. I didn't do any of that. So now I'm in musicianship 3, music theory 3, with musicianship and music theory applied, 0. So the entire time I was supposed to play and be taught how to play those songs that I was learning in class, I didn't because no one told me.
That's why I got you a keyboard so you can practice.
And I do. And I practice. And I learned how to play a few new songs.
Mary Had a Little Lamb.
I know that one.
Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Same song. Row, row, row your boat. Same song.
You should play some on stream someday.
Row, row, row your boat.
No, and just your.
That one Adele song.
What I do want to do is I want to perform a song on stream from my album.
Hell yeah.
But I've got a long way to go for that. I mean, there's a few songs that I do have recorded. But I want to get it 100% done, and then kind of start doing the whole marketing thing, you know. So I'll get that figured out. But I definitely want to do a live stream of me performing a song or two live on the show. I think that'd be fucking dope. I think I'd really like that. And that's what I'd like to do. But there was one time I was going to play a song, and then I was like, this is trash. I'm not going to do this.
No.
But it was bad. It was a good thing I didn't do it.
I mean, as long as it sounds good to you, it doesn't matter.
It didn't sound good to me. That's the thing. But I definitely want to get to the point where I perform a song live and just do a little tiny desk concert.
Triangles would watch even if it's bad.
Thanks.
And he plays the piano.
Nice.
I play nothing.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it probably would be bad, but I've definitely come into the pocket of when I work with a comedian, I've seen comedians go up on stage in front of 300 people and just bomb. And then last night, a comedian came up to me and she was like, hey, I've got some really edgy stuff. Do you think this crowd would like it? And I was like, I don't know, but if you bombed, wouldn't it be better to know that you bombed telling your own jokes? And she was like, oh shit. And then she did her whole set uncensored and everything, and then her set was done. She came back, she's like, it worked. And I was like, yeah, people laughed, people really were really receptive to it. And I keep getting reassured of myself through little moments like that, where people are like, I don't believe in myself. And I was like, even if you didn't, wouldn't it be better to try and fail, doing it your way? And where it's this is where I'm at with the album is I'd rather get the album out and just be I hate this song, and this song. I sound like shit, but I did it, you know.
By Go Sand.
By Go Sand. And that's where I'm really learning the difference between hard work and productivity, you know. Every day I'm productive at work, but I don't have to necessarily work hard. You can work hard. You could try everything. You could put everything into some jokes or some comedy or some TV show or some podcast you're working on. But that's only as good if you're being productive. And that's where the podcast kind of works for us, because it is a very productive podcast, even though the quality's sometimes pretty shit, you know? It's pretty bad sometimes, but sometimes
good, sometimes
good, sometimes shit. But at the same time, we're throwing it out there every week that we can, and it's only ever grown because we've been so productive. So it's even though it's a manufacturing line, you know, the more you make, the more you can sell. And it's just the fact of the matter is learning to be productive with music as opposed to being not necessarily creative, but learning to be this is good enough. Now what? And not letting it hold you down to an identity or specific thing. Don't put yourself in a box, or you know, don't put the high standards on yourself, because realistically no one else is seeing what you're seeing. And the good thing about the album I'm working on right now is I'm working on the performance aspect at the same time of writing it. So I want to be able to perform the album, not just have you listen to it on a streaming platform.
Yeah.
I want you to come to a show and be like, oh, it's still that good live. And that's kind of the mentality I've had, because I've seen even Kendrick Lamar, I love him, he's a great rapper, and then you see him rap a song live and it's that doesn't sound right at all.
Yeah.
It sounds like a completely different song. Whereas I'm going for performing it live and then like being able to do the performance live and in the studio. And I think that's what I really want to work on, just because as a fan of music, I want to go to a show and experience someone's performance and still enjoy the song, and not go to someone's performance and be like, what the fuck? Why did I come here?
I'd rather listen to the recording.
I'd rather listen to the recording. Right. And it's like, I don't know. Those are just the things I strive for. And it's like, at a certain point, I need to be more productive than care about that still. Like, even if my performance isn't to where I want, I still have to be like, fuck it. Like, it's time for it to be released. Like, there is absolutely a point of no return, you know?
I don't think people should expect artists to sound the same as live as their recorded songs.
No, I mean... And
it's not really fair.
And I don't, but I want it to be
similar,
cohesive
as
enough.
Close.
Yeah, because here's the thing: there's songs by Kendrick Lamar or like Billie Eilish, for example, where like she sings very softly, and in a live setting, realistically, you just can't do that.
You gotta be loud.
You can't hear.
You can't hear her. Like, the microphone in a live setting will only ever be so good, and I mean, imagine someone like basically whispering vocals into a microphone. That's like gain, and at a certain point, it's gonna be so much gain that it's just gonna feed back. No matter how good of an engineer, how good of a room you have, it's gonna be a problem. There's only so much you can do. So it's like, it's one of those things.
We've done that before.
We've done it before.
Live ASMR.
Not the best. Oh god, here we go. He's gonna pan it, and then fuck. I'm on the right. I hate this so much.
Welcome to another show. Two dudes drinking beer, where Josh and Alec talk about everything.
I can't do it. I took off my headphones. I can't listen to this.
At 3 p.m.
I'm over here, and I really want pizza and wings. Yeah, I don't like ASMR either.
I enjoy ASMR, but not doing it myself.
All right, that was enough of that.
Yeah, it's weird doing it yourself.
No, it's not.
I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't remember where we're at, but it's a lot of hurdles, and always managing that, and it's just a weird place to always be in. You're just in a constant state of, am I good enough? Will I ever be good enough? And even when people say this is really good,
How can you trust that?
you don't believe them.
Yeah.
And that's the thing I for sure struggle with, no matter what it is.
Me too.
And I've had people be like, I like this, I really like this, but I don't like this. And I'm like, but I want you to like all of it 100%. And like, the truth is, like, you're not. And like, I need to learn to be okay with that and move on from that and grow from that. But the truth is, it's just really hard. And I've seen so many artists like myself get so caught up in like, I just want this to be perfect, and it's never gonna be perfect. The idea is learning how to move away from the perfection and being okay with it being okay. So that's the hard part. And like,
Just don't be a diva.
yeah,
No one likes a diva.
don't be a dick. But
Don't make someone do 18 different edits on your music video.
especially when the 6th and 7th one were the best.
Yeah. Don't be a diva. It doesn't help anybody.
Be a diva.
It doesn't help anybody involved.
Yeah.
Did you ever work with Kyle?
Not yet.
No? Okay.
He wants to come on the show to promote his mixtape or album, but
Oh yeah, we should do a Tiny Desk concert with him first.
He's been waiting for me to sing with him too, but
Do you sing?
just a little
Do you guys
bit.
want to do a little song here? Or would that
I'd
be
be
cool?
down.
I would love to do that. Yeah, I mean, I've got all the gear, so. And Kyle was a great musician. I mean, I really felt all of his stuff. So,
I just want the two Brazilians to talk. That'd be cool.
It would be cool though.
Yeah.
connecting the
do
world,
you
man.
do you speak Brazilian?
No, Ghost Hand from our
Oh
chat
shit!
is
I thought he
Brazilian.
was Brazilian.
No.
I was like, huh?
Oh, you're too white to be
He's-
Brazilian.
No.
French.
Oh, he's French. My name's French.
Oh yeah,
My
what's
real
your name?
My real name.
You don't have to dox yourself if you don't want to.
My name's Yvette.
That's French.
I always thought it was Spanish.
It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem too specific to a region, Yvette. It sounds more like not bland. No, it feels super neutral.
Ew.
It's my
Yvette.
aunt's name. She lives in Hawaii. Which is kind of crazy. A little bit, just a little bit.
Crazy's good. Just a little bit of it.
Just a little bit. Small doses.
Cats can have a little salami.
Yes. And the salami lid did not fit.
The salami lid.
Guantes.
Guantes.
So how are you guys? Good.
I'm good. I have a note written down. Do you not have autocorrect on your phone?
I do not have autocorrect on my phone.
Why don't you have autocorrect?
Because I type a lot of things. And a lot of weird, dirty things. And when I want to say stuff, it autocorrects.
Weird, dirty things.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
I do not, and I would
Slurs?
like.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not racist.
And I would like details. Weird, dirty things. Go.
No.
Nani, go. Go,
Cleveland,
Nani, go.
Cleveland
See,
Steamers.
they can attest.
Cleveland Steamers.
Can
Is-
attest to the Cleveland Steamer?
Huh?
Can attest to the Cleveland Steamer? It's taking a dump on someone's chest.
Oh, and I wanted to say I checked out the song "Nose to the Grindstone" that that one guy suggested.
Don't even fucking remember their name?
Nope. Good song though. It was a vibe.
So why don't...
Weird, dirty things. Go.
So why did you take autocorrect off of your phone? And / devices?
Yeah.
I took it off because I'd be texting weird, dirty things to people. And
That's not true. You don't do that.
Okay. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking excited. Let's go. And then it'd be like ducking. And then the thing was, the autocorrect would correct. It'd fill in the word or the wrong word. And then the people on the other end receiving the message would be like, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
And that bugged me more than the autocorrect. I'd rather spell something wrong and have you be like, use an ounce of brain power to be like, oh, I think he means let's fucking go. But people would literally be like, ducking. What? What's ducking? And all of a sudden they're like, can you retype out that whole text message? And it's like, it's generating more work for me to explain myself over a simple typo than it is for someone on the other end to just try and assume what I mean. And no one assumed what I meant until I actually just misspelt shit. And they're like, oh, okay, like, I guess I, like, could put that together. Like, it's
So you did it out of appeasement.
I did it out of being annoyed with explaining myself to people.
To make other people happy.
I
No.
can't cuz with autocorrect. See? Cuz. It even corrected cuz.
Yeah.
I can swear with autocorrect.
I cannot.
If you do it enough, it stops autocorrecting it.
For me,
No, it starts
no.
assuming. It starts assuming what you often type the most.
Cuz like when I text you guys every day at 8:05,
Gang, gang.
I go, it's 8:05 in the 8:05. And every time I
You do
manage
that
to
every
get something
day?
wrong. And
Yeah.
almost. So like the other day I typed I'm 8:05, I'm the 8:05. Instead of it's 8:05 in the 8:05.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I tried to type it so fast
The-
before it's 8:06.
The only time my phone has corrected fucking to ducking.
That's a bad example. More or less, I'm saying I'll send a text message and someone will be like, I don't understand what you mean, and I hate to retype it out and like correct the autocorrect correcting me. Does that make any fucking sense? If I feel like a crazy
Just
person.
Type the words correctly. It won't
No.
autocorrect anything.
No, because it autocorrects it either way.
What do you mean?
Just fucking proofread your shit.
I'll put autocorrect back on and I'll start typing again and I'll have... No, I'm not. I'm not going to fucking do
So
that. Fuck you guys. I'm doing it for a reason. If you don't get the reason, fuck off. I don't care. I'm living my life. Chill.
Wait. So you type a word correctly, but the autocorrect...
Let's say I was like, Nani, me and Josh are going to go to Cronies. We want to get some food and some beers. Do you want to join us? Mm-hmm. And I type it real quick. I don't proofread. I just... Whoop. And then you get it and it goes, hey, Nani, Josh hash beers before chronological. Do you want join?
Josh wants beers before something.
Before chronological, do you want join?
That just means you can't fucking type in the first place, because
correct.
I could type that thing in the first place.
Correct.
And it wouldn't autocorrect.
Correct. I type way too fucking fast, like you were saying, and it just fucking skews everything because it just throws in words. And if I just misspell Josh has and me want to get beers at Cronies, but I spelled Cronies or whatever instead of chronological, or I spelled Cronies with an H because I hit a typo. It wouldn't replace the entire word with a different word entirely, and it would keep the context more narrow to where it's like, oh, this dumbass just can't spell, which I can't. So I'd rather just have you know I'm a dumbass who can't spell and know where to meet me at what time. Because otherwise I got to retype that shit twice, and I don't want to do that. You're just not getting invited. You're not going to text back after that.
Or
I do that a lot too.
You could just proofread it.
No. Why would I do that?
You know, the only times I'd proofread stuff would be like heartfelt things.
Or you could call.
And I'd get no reply. So that hurt even more. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to...
That shit hurted.
Here's a fucking wild concept for you guys. Proofread as you're typing.
Your wild concept has been repeated 3 times. It's not that wild of a concept.
You can't...
To do it as you're doing it?
To do it as you're doing it?
You can't do that because
Yeah,
your
you
mind
can.
goes boom, 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 boom.
My
There's
mind...
not a straight line.
My
when you're
mind
thinking.
goes spelling, the plans. That's basically me multitasking. I'm thinking while I'm typing about what I'm thinking. That's hard to do. I hit send. I put my phone in my pocket. You either respond or you don't.
And you can't even type
correctly. Or maybe the other person...
Thank you, HLB Keck. I do that too.
Yeah, but then sometimes it still doesn't come out the way you want it to be. So technically, you're not proofreading.
I always get what
That's
I
my
want.
point, right? Like, also, I fucking suck at proofreading. I've definitely proofread messages and been like, beach, 11 o'clock, send. And it's like, you called me a what at 11 o'clock? Called her a bitch. No, it's like, I want to go
Text
to
you
the
have
beach.
sent me prove otherwise. Oh, true? No, I don't think that's to me.
Damn.
I don't know this person.
I have never texted triangles.
I'm pretty sure they only know you.
Yeah. Although triangles...
No, that's to HLB.
Oh.
What's HLB?
The person. The other person. HLB Keck.
HLB kick.
Kick.
Keck W.
Kick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
look,
yeah, you can't proofread.
I suck at
while you're
proofreading. I
texting.
suck at typing.
You can try to proofread while texting, but you still
and-
have to reread it afterwards.
It's the same thing as typing and saying it out loud.
No.
So it's like, do you, and then if it doesn't pop up with what you say, then you go back and change it, and then you start saying it again. No. That's literally what I fucking do.
Okay, I'm sorry that's what you do, but it doesn't work for me, dude. It's different for everyone.
It doesn't work for you, but you can still do it.
Okay.
You can try to
triangles also recommended, or you could call them. Here's my rebuttal. If they saw that text message, I'm either having a stroke, clearly, or they're like, I don't know, Chronicles at beer sound good at Josh Hash. Mm-hmm. Maybe they could call me and be like, hey, man, what?
So beers at Chronicles
so beers at Chronicles with Josh. I'm like, oh, no, Cronies, I just had a typo. All right, dope. Why is it always me being responsible? Why am I always the one who has to go the extra mile for your dumbass or a small little typo that I made?
Period poop.
What?
Period poop.
Period poop.
Okay. Just be a better person.
I'm
Interesting.
trying to do that by canceling the typos. Because I don't want to confuse
But the
people.
typos still
How is this
exist.
still my fault? I'm trying. I'm the one out here changing shit to make it better and easier for everyone, and it's still my fucking problem? How? I'm being a good person.
You still have typos because you still type too fast.
Because I am who I am. I'm a stupid motherfucker, dude. I'm not going to get better with time or effort. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry.
So why even take off autocorrect? It doesn't matter.
It does because... Were you not listening at all?
I was, but if you're still going to send stuff incorrectly...
I didn't send it incorrectly intentionally. Are you fucking dumb?
It doesn't matter. The end result is still incorrect.
No, but it's... Okay, but with autocorrect off, it's more likely that the person receiving the message can interpret what I actually mean more accurately. Period poop.
Period poop. We're watching a married couple argue.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer.
This is just Monday, dude. What? Mm-hmm. And then we had this shit, so fucking...
It was actually really good.
It was really tasty.
really
Cap yourself at 2.
Or just don't chug it.
Don't chug it. Don't drink it way too fast like I did.
They're yummy though.
They're really good. They just are a lot of sugar to drink really quick.
With no food in your stomach.
That too. Mm-hmm. But I will have pizza and wings in my stomach pretty soon, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So that's
I
pretty
think
good.
me too.
They are Jack Daniels. Yes, they're Jack Daniels cocktails. But they're not the shitty ones in cans.
The ones in Canada are really bad. Ugh.
That sounds like an alligator.
They-
So what do you guys drink? Boba beer?
What the fuck is boba beer?
Does it have like actual
I think it's just
stuff in
beer
it?
with boba in it.
But what is boba balls
Have you-
comprised of? Is it like-
Tapioca.
Tapioca. They're kind of... Depends where you get them. They can be sweet or they could taste like nothing.
I've always been like
Oh, look. It's real.
super nervous to try boba in the first place. I've
It's
never
not
had
bad.
boba in the first place. I'll
It's not
say
bad.
that.
It's just like a smoothie.
Yeah, I'd
basically.
try it. Is there a place local that brought up a place?
Well, apparently there's a place in LA. Boba tea, smoothies, cocoa crepes, and light Korean bites offered. Boba, Bear.
Oh, I've been there.
Dyslexia.
Why don't you just take a little bit more time to proofread that, Mr. Dyslexic?
Because I can't
dumbass. Be a better person.
I can't read in the first place.
Be a better person.
See, I can't type in the first place. Accept my disadvantages.
That's not a disability.
I was gonna say disadvantages.
You know having COVID is a disability?
Yep.
For employers, yes. Technically it is.
That's dumb.
Yeah, in Malaysia, the beer factory merged booze and boba. Boba beer.
Despite.
It looks like coffee. It looks really good.
We love to see it. I'm like third wheeling. You know when like a couple's fighting in the front seat and then you're the person that tagged along and then you're just sitting there like
Eating popcorn.
want to turn the music up?
Yeah.
Boba beer, maybe.
I'd give it a try.
I would have to have regular boba first.
Yeah, I haven't had regular boba, so.
The one time I got boba was when it was after we got Korean barbecue. And
sounds
then
good too.
Mai was like, "You want a boba?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll get whatever you're having." And she just had a fucking cup of fucking unflavored yogurt, and I was like, "What is this?"
The strawberry one?
No,
No?
It was plain yogurt.
It's just milk with chunks of milk in it. Enjoy.
I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And she's like, "It's yogurt." And I'm like, "Okay, well, why did you get it at a boba place? Why didn't you get?" I don't like boba. It's like, okay.
To be fair, Maya doesn't really like boba. She found like one that she likes.
Yeah, and it's a fucking cup of yogurt.
You mean a parfait?
Tea Pumps is good.
What do you mean by that? Could you type more?
It's a place called Tea Pumps.
No, but I want them to expand. Like, maybe the autocorrect got in the
It's
way.
just a letter T. There you go. Maybe autocorrect got in the way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, T-Pumps is good. Should I write an essay? That's what I have to
Hell
do.
yeah.
So in San Francisco, Burlingame,
don't proofread it.
Foster City,
Yeah.
Fremont,
Proofread while you're texting.
San Jose, Pasadena, Monrovia, and Upland. That's far away. All of
So
those are far away.
all of those are a mission.
Well, Pasadena's probably the closest one.
And why do they have the accessibility icon from the iPhone top left?
Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, they let you modify it? That's crazy.
Quite literally.
That's dope. I get that. All right, I'm glad I asked.
Well, realistically, we can end at any time.
Okay.
I'm very hungry. On an empty stomach.
Alrighty.
On
Well,
a very empty stomach.
it looks like we are going to head out. We're going to end the show right here. Thank you for everybody for watching and tuning in. Thank you for Nani for coming on to the show in the first place.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the viewers? Anything you'd like to plug or say out to the world before we wrap up today?
Do you guys still stream every Monday, Wednesday, or just Mondays now?
Just Mondays now.
So continue watching Two Dudes Drinking Beer every Monday at 3 p.m. PST.
Okay, that sounded very professional.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back same
I
time.
promise, it's always a fun time.
We'll be
Thank
back same time, same place.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.